So let us rewrite our history, for Ghana needs a change.
And may the heavens rescue this land. We need a man with vision to lead. John Mahama is the man for us. Oh, Ghana needs a change.
Mama, I'm sorry, and random, what's Yashi, Nina, Nyawo, Deka, Ghana, Naneman, Sakia. Let us rise for a change. Sorry, and random,
A vote for Mahama is a vote for Ghana.
what's Yashi,
Ghana needs the best thing.
Nyawo, Deka,
Rise for a change.
Naneman, Sakia.
Time I swore. Time yaki.
Mama, I'm sorry, oh.
John Mahama is the man for us.
Oh, Ghana needs a change.
Let us rise for a change.
Sorry, and random,
A vote for Mahama is a vote for Ghana.
what's Yashi,
Ghana needs the best thing.
Nyawo, Deka,
Rise for a change.
Naneman, Sakia.
Ghana must work more efficiently.
John Dramani Mahama, 24-hour
omade share mema obiajo memobia kwaba eba NDC 360 sene amunim ni dada no we edwumadi sron kokora NDC amanyuko ya hihya ye de bodero afa enepa ne hihye pa yewura John Dramani Mahama ewoma omai Ghana na afi abato no etimi aboa wa mo wato abapa etimi aboa ama wato aba ama His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC haso and ansem we ko twiba breman efa amamuo bone a ekoso ye my Ghana mu a ede ahokyere ne abededie abeto yenso no ye gebre yi nsem ne mako chechirim ema abofra kra ete ase midin ede samejanfi me NDC achiamehene, and as always I will be bringing you this show the NDC 360 show. So spread the word, tell a friend to tell a friend. Say NDC 360 show no is live. Send a munina munim no ha yusuyande ha ye church nsemu ha ye ni atem. We use facts, we use figures, we use truth, we use evidence to communicate. Na aboa ma wo a wo hwɛ me a wonim de, wo a wo hwɛ me a wo dog Ghana, wo a wo hwɛ me a wo pɛ so my Ghana to pon na wo so nya wo chefa no. Wetumi ato abapa come 7 December 2024. On this edition of NDC 360, what are we talking about? And then obi betumi afrɛ no sports edition, because then you come on be brave about sports. And the Ghana yanti asem de yati arehosem. Asemwa abo the sports fraternity pusa. Asefem sempa nene ababeto abonten se CAF eye ekua omo ne hwe ball ene agudie so ewo ebibirim he nyina Africa. The organization a football so no omo dia beto dwa se oma ban Ghana Babayara Sports Stadium, and by extension no stadia aka wo Ghana nyina se enya dia African Cup of Nation qualifiers a ekoso mprimprin no omo be penama Ghana se ye bo humu a ya bono wo Ghana. It is Ghana ye be bo humu a je se ye ko bono o man foforo so baby Ghana amamu bone di akwakodu no e yarehosem e ye den e basa decision no die na akwakofa ba na die na wo se ye fa ho ye be gibre ne ye di e ho komo but enye no nko enche kra this year February 2024 ya ye jumedie kese bi wo Ghana eye omampenye Kufuor ba womia ne MPP aban omudi oman nanim e ma ye hostu African countries nyina ewo agudia ye frɛ no 13th African Games. Nsembibri ni sisi ye. Nsembibri ni pie. Sikedie a ekoso. Ene ye gebre ne ye di munchichiri mu nyina abrɛw. Ye di mu adanse e munchichiri mu nyina e de bebrɛw, because it is connected to the first issue of CAF's ban of our stadia and they are hosem Abba. But even before we do that, and we be here say about whether you know ne fapem pa ehia pa a eno ye about one woman obi obeto ababi e wose ne din womu no senate tibie womu sisi ene de wose menu mienu ye yefa ho what say NDC amanyuko yese ebenada ebe ye na wotwe da ye nimi Benada 17th of September 2024. Yebeye oyechere kesia edinsi Ghana in all the 16 regional capitals. Yebeye bi wo Bolega, yebeye bi wo Wa, yebeye in all the regional capitals. What baby ana wonte ase di nti ayekwa koyesa wo yechere no. What is the problem with the register nti ayese yekwa koyesa wo yechere no? Na die nti na wo Ghana ni a wo hwe me nei. E wo se o mekino a point to be part of this historic demonstration. And they are the munchichi munina ebrel on this edition. We will spend some time to talk about our manifesto policies. Shishaya deba ababesisa Ghana magana ye krabehe ene si nyabra ye bejebre na yado suko ako enwumesuya ehunsemu education eyade ehu hiapo. Maybe afapem no. We will take time if time allows us to talk about what the NDC and John Mahama will do to reset and transform the education sector. And for way and the babidi who come and there. And when me by adwin say way and semwa e hu hia e fa Ghana ho. The football issue say bia na wo pe football but e Ghana sika ho nsem ne e ba beka. E wo to ho asem wo to ho komo ne e ba bidi. And by the time we are done, so you'll be shocked. And this program will impact the choice you will make on the 7th of December 2024. Kwanya be fast what wabano. Mi jidi ye pass. Sansemo ayeba be bobo hu betumi aye susudua ma na aboa mo ato abapa unu ho. Abapa ede ensesa pa ene mpuntuo. Yeyo edwuma ne nkoso. Ebeba wankasa wabrabo mu mantamu. And oh my Ghana. As always, this NDC 360 show is live on TV XYZ. We are live on Weasel TV. We are live on Loud Silence TV. We are also live on Angel TV and Unia TV. I believe we are live on Akina Radio in the Blue East region, NBN TV for Yadamwase. And of course, on the several blocks, almost streaming Jumedia live. Self-and-self Jumedia on social media, so you can watch us at NDC 360 on Facebook and NDC 360 official on YouTube and on X, Dodo on our friend Twitter. And more and more share on Facebook, more and more share on YouTube, more and more share on X or Twitter. The MS shows over ya boy and say, obe comment it. Now what share link, you know. It is so important that you share the link. Be an agent of NDC 360. Be an agent of the truth. Be an agent of development. Be an agent of change. There was so to me said, you will like the link, you will comment, because today we will make time as always to read some of your comments. But more importantly, share the link, spread the link, share it on the platforms you are on, share it. Or broadcast list, share it, or status, share it on your wall, share it everywhere. Na yema nipa dodo na enten semwa and yeba bedi hunkomo because ayen semwa here ema o my Ghana. We'll go for a short break by playing to you the new song, the 24-hour economy song. Ninjina afa edwuma pa yewura John Dramani Mahama. Ye ne mo ane to aba ne manwa o de ba. Amagana memoa ne mbaba watitiriwa ene wani etutu aka won semesan se adwuma ni wona wo bre wo ho mete no obi atimi enya adwuma ti ye ka 24-hour economy a osi adwuma panko a ye ka 24-hour economy a osi obi abedidi ehwo nwum ni hwewe ma me ye ba pe ye de dwumadie no ebe hyehye so. About this year, Mama Kwaba BM about NDC 360. This is the moment of truth. No crime running ye. Aha. And ye jibre. And in some way, of course, where my gun and munchichimu ebro. And as the name suggests, we serve you with the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And today, and the first topic I hear here, Medikanya culture say, is about abattoir edayenimi. On the 7th of December 2024, yebekwa kotuaba as omai eyomanpenyi ene mrashe bedwafo a mfie naya edayenim from 2025 7 January to 2029 7 January ombebu omai Ghana. Inte ya abattoir ehuhia esan se mprempren Ghana wa huhihia mo Oman no asay enyema pasca bibia enkuye enti abatuo we ni akwanya Ghana fo ye wo se ye betumi ede asesam na empenyimfu a omunima mamuo omo wotema omo wo doma Ghana omo wo nhyehyɛ pa eni suahunu a eni suade hunu a omo betumi dia begugu akwan mu ama nnwuma ne mpuntu nkoso aba no ababedi enso eye Ghana fo nyina ye opportunity kese to express obroni say our inalienable right to vote ye ka inalienable right a eye fahudi a wonyame bo nipa bia wodi dua ye mu enye onipa na de sa fahudi ni ma yen enye constitution no kra na de fahudi ni ma ye nti wote say a lawyer for say fahudi bi right bi wo ho a inalienable. What they are trying to tell you is say the human being cannot exist without those rights. And so rights in the right to vote. Ukokrumuti to me and afahudi a wo say to aba empenyimfo adi enso a wo so se wadi mfie du nwotwe ene akire na wadwemu da ho nko a usubutimi to aba. So it's a very important election. Na enunti enam say election hu hienti na was say abato commission wo hwe abato no so no oma perepere yo ye adwuma oma enhyehye fa abato no hu nyina mu da ho na bibia ye kroje ye koto abana obi a owo fa hudie se wo so to aba bia wo so utimi to aba na aba wo ye beto no so no ye kan ne pepepe na ye bobo ne pepepe se na be ya de o manfo pe no eno ena ebeye adwuma enye de asumesi ana obentempe de o manfo dodo pe no eno ene wo se eye adwuma. So the sanctity and the integrity of the process is important. And we answer about one a free, fair, and peaceful. I was a periperio a year juma. Na masumbiye so a year juma. Because NDC Amanyoko was a key stakeholder in this election. Yem pene emu bim fa ye dogu nuabe. Yem pene mo bim fa 6 and ane 9. Yem pene mo bim fa yet and ane kalu. There is no way I will be able to me about him. MPP for nam. O mine was so mubuni ye na konsoba. Na omugina adwuma o maye so ka se Ghana for nto abama o no mo se da bi. O be bokro no asay o mine no. Because omodie they have a strategy to win the election. A strategy ben eyenwiamu. Enu ti abato amre ba be so no. Ye hu nyema bi a NDC for maya yemhihye. Na maye nyina so se bibibi koso. Kanana bi koso. Frakadam bi koso a say yanhwe ya and your how ebebre on 7 December 2024. Na nyase bia ye sore ya na ye kasa asem wo ya ye nhwehwemu. Mu nyina munim se ansana ye twetwere din wie na ye update voters register eno na ye de kwakoto abana. Electoral Commission rashe ne se ansana ye be exhibition. So be a watcher ni din bia anko check se ni din ne credentials bi bia wo register ni mu pepepe no. Ye exhibit ye the register no etoto abonten so be anko check ni din. Se se mpo de o ma ye short code so we use short code ni check se we din wo register ni mu e wo the right polling station. It is in the right register or list so that on election day no you will not be found wanting ubitimi atwaba. It is this year so easy for my political parties in Saka provisional register for 2024 saying him. Yes, Saka register no ye register ne ba very late. Ade ba be chiama yakoye exhibition on the bread. Very late. But thanks to our hard working elections directorate. If you mu na was ye fiti ase ye nwie hwehwemu no ye fiti ase na kakra kra ye hu fa register easy for the abrɛ no ne yɛde kwakoto aba no abusianfo asefem ɛyɛnsɛm a ehu and that is why you say benada yɛ o yɛkyerɛ because the nhwehwemu mapa ɛwɔ sɛ easy pene ma yɛ no easy ne se ɔmpene so that's ɔmpene so dia and yes so we cannot just accept it. We have the right to vote, but above all we have the right to protest to protect our vote. And nothing here kwa yesa wo ye kire no. So se won ti die nti ayekoyo ye kire ase a me de best madu e ba be churchu mu. Put NDC NPP aside because issues now you're discussing is not about NDC. It's about Ghana. It's about free fair elections. It's about abatwa ye beto awie no na obia wo mugidie se atentere ne de periperi ya adwuma. Na sumdwie act na Ghana afebo. Ye nyina ye pe no. Yempe sisie yempe nwiamu na se no betumi asidi a ene abato ne fapem abato ni nyina fapem e ya ade baako e abato enwoma de wonu a wo tumi se woto aba nyina wondin wom na ye friend voters register no eno ne wo se dimu eno ne wo se ehote se ne be ya obi bia wo fa wo kwan so to aba no to start with the dimbe will register him. That is the starting point. That is the foundation. If the register is flawed, no matter how, the easy for the election also will be flawed. Meaning so they may answer. And it's the NDC for you. Like I mentioned, EC4 before exhibition at the 2024 provisional register. Abraham, yayin hwehwemu. O ma wi exhibition. Imprempre omuguso final register ho adwuma. And they are supposed to give us a final register by law. Ansah na ya printed ballot papers. The final register has to be done. But there are serious problems we have found through the painstaking investigations. Elections Directorate led by Dr. Omadeboama Aye. What the familiar screen here, the summary of the damning findings, the preliminary findings, we eniso no kra no de yahuni nti yagebra ya do register ni wasuko a enche kra no we will update the findings. But today I'll talk to you about just 4 of the findings. The edikan the NDC amanyoko ye ne se ye fa register dada no for the 2020 register na ye de to aba no 2021 2022 2023 EC4 update no. So as of 2023 register na EC4 ekitomo omodema all political parties 2023 register is the updated version of the 2020 register in the Tuaba. Ye file no. And ye file 2024 provisional register na EC4 omaye no fufuro ye omodi amaye ya omuguso ye ho adwuma so omo ebe finalize no so ye file. And ye de toto. Ye di kind ye hu ye ne say nipa. These are just preliminary findings. 3,957 apemiensa ene ahankono aduonumu enso 3,957 Ghana foa omudin ewo 2023 voters register mu meaning say omukita voters ID card TMU. These 3,957 people, they registered in 2020. They have voters ID card. Omudi will register that anymore. But we register mono na isi for their brand 2024 provisional register na. Ye omudi film, their names have been deleted or excluded from the register. Their names are not there. Where a preliminary investigation kakra ya wunu 3,957 and meeting ya ne electoral commission for koye na wetwe mu efida no ye present evidence no emom hu bi, not all but some, because we didn't have the whole day, the limited time no, we gave them many instances of this and nyina omujitu there wasn't one omutimi dispute here and nothing na NDC amanyoko ye pese a meeting no komum isi for ma wo kwan na nsem tro for ba ho na yetimi carrying in life ebe TV so magana fo nyina hwebi but omunim di oma yenti no mo se da omo mpene emma sa meeting no emma live on TV the presentation here no nyina no wo hu bi because isi ne mpene isi de ke yehu ye akwa ye referee enti wo de si wani so ba ko pa e wo se ke ye se amanyoko ni Ghana fo nyina benya omugidie anameboa also obi enya omugidie de wo pe no se na be ya de a wo ye bia no obenya moa obi abe support ye beto aba na wie no obi a ebo waba so enti what do you have to hide? Say NDC amanyoko say ya ye nhwehwemu ye hu problems be with the register and we want to come and present it to you. Allow for media the 4th estate of the realm to cover it live. Easy for said why? What do you have to hide? So 3,957 voters. Omudi wa 2020 register mu, omukita voters ID. Ye omudi free 2024 register anymore. And yegusu there are more in the coming weeks. He said the medical can will update you. The second thing by comparing register dadano to register mono omudi abraya and say Ghana for 2094 Electoral Commission they say oma transfer omu vote. O the Ghana mrane ma ho kwan say ye ba beto ababia na babia wudin wo no watu afiri ho nti wuntimi nko ho nkoto aba. Wo betumi a transfer waba na ba babia sese wote. Na se wo transfer waba ne ba ho a ye be yi wudin afiri babia na wudin wo dada no ye be yi wudin afiri sa register ni mo. Na ye de wudin no akọ baby fufura ehwo na wo kwa akoto aba na ye de wudin akọ akọche sa register ni mo. Na nam se ye pese sa transfer no emu da ho na political parties nyina ntibidi o mani di akiri na yan transfer obi abrawonim yan transfer obi illegally anko baby a eni se woto aba enti no emra ne se wo transfer obi free police station A to B ya police station A ho no a wo yi ni di free ho no ye will list bi wo wa ye friend no absent list such as a nipa no na oto aba wa ha but say we yi ni di afiri akọ police station B it is why absent it ya transfer ni boss ya delete the DF register wo police station A ni mu it ya the dia share absent list wo police station A mu it political party agents ni nyina ba no mo fa absent list na only say oh nipa dodo we no mu din wo police station ha but say o ma yo mu din afia the absent list must record it na fe uko police station B na afe ye di ni din akọ na ni di will register na nkasa mu but there is a second list your friend transfer list omo afe no mu di omudi aba ho omo register ho but omo yi omudi afri baby aba ho so their name will be entered in the transfer list the new police station ye di omudi akọ which is police station B. So police station A baby ayi ni pa ni di afri no absent list must record say ye ni di afri ho. Police station B baby ye di ni di aba no the transfer list must record say ha na ye di nipa ni di aba na emu ada ho no bi ate ase confusion bi ansi election day but where the area mu am ye hu say Ghana for nko 2094 isi say o ma transfer omudin into omudin wo transfer list mu we transfer list ni mu a e kire say o mo transfer omudin from A to B into omudin wo transfer list of A of B mu but uko A wa absent list no mudi nim esi there the banner it is or they are just doing the transfer like that because you can't transfer your name from a non-existent police station to another. It is a passe transfer na ye transfers papa there and ye baby a omo yi omo vote free no baby omo transfer omo votes na free no yamba ne say u vote sunwan and I will transfer fin kan yamba ne say sunwan is a police station yamba ne say emra ne say ye ko sunwan ni police station ho a absent list no I will say udin wo mi say where you udin afio you are absent na enkran maybe I will do udin aba no transfer list no udin wo mi say ye de udin aba but these 2094 Ghanaians no okohwe sunwan absent list no udin ni ho. So something is missing. We can't ascertain, say, indeed, these people or mwankasa na ye transfer no. Enti abatoa mrene betumi aso obekọ the police station so okoto aba. Police station agents wo nyina so be check absent list ni dini. Ejo mbeka cha so absent list no dini mo nti udin da so wa ha. Obekọ no absent list hwe udin and so na register no udin ya transfer. But because we didn't absent list, you were not prompted. You thought that your name was in the register. That is the problem presented by this finding. Now, number 3, of all the findings, this is the biggest. It involves Ghana adeshie or matchero mudi omo kwan so mo to abankwa 243,000. Imagine this, 243,000. Ghana, the Emra said to win an election, you need 50% plus 1. And one vote to crowd here. In fact, you talk about Ghana, the difference between the first person and the second person was just 40,000 votes. 2008, first round. Professor Atamils of blessed memory, and Yakufuado, 40,000. And if you have an infraction, an anomaly, involving 243,000 votes is serious. But if I did, medical change say when you transfer now, so will you deem every one polling station to the other polling station? I will say a record do deem a absent list. I will baby will you deem every now baby I will do deem kono you do deem share transfer list just a fee na waba. Enti abatuo bia wo police station bia na wo fa transfer list na omo a before sa abatuo no o ma transfer omudin aba register wo omo nko na wo se wo hu omo enti ye ba beto aba 2024 so wo fa the transfer list of any of the 40,000 polling stations in Ghana, that transfer list must be made up of voters or my transfer or my list only for 2024 elections. Omudi or transfer list ni mo omudi sounds so main register ni mo. But omudi or transfer list for ease of referencing. O person who mo omudi aba o for transfer list na obi hu. Any answer so di omudi and for that matter their KR code ashe main register ni mo. Where dear TNU Oma transfer omudi fresh this 243,000 omo transfer omo votes not 2024 omo transfer omo vote 2020 enti omo transfer no etwem maybe omo transfer omo vote call 2020 no ene ho no omudi wo ho no moto aba enti 2024 ya yakwa akoto aba ehun yin so omo ye transfer bi abiem to that same police station unless they are relocating to another area. So these 243,000 people 2020 no more transfer to their current police stations. Why no more that's why transfer move vote to nko baby fufuro. Therefore their names are not supposed to be in the transfer list again because 2020 about no etwem. Omo e was omudi what transfer list ni mu no must be more transfer omudi 2024 because 2024 abane ye kwakoto 2020 die etwem. But these 243,000 transfers in 2020 is for the account 2024 transfer now. So the 2024 transfer list is bloated by 243,000 voters. They are not among transfer vote via 2024. It is omudi and so you omudi akoka ho. It is bloated an increasing number by 243,000. And ti ufa main register no so a omudi abam mienu. So the transfer list is bloated by 243,000 and the register is also bloated by 243,000. What that means, they say, because their data has been captured twice, we can't be sure, say they can't vote twice. It is possible. I'm choosing my words carefully. It is possible so we to abandon me. Why? Because oh, na say abandon to the biometric verification device neto. Into 2-1 I won't even 2 and it's not exactly so. Biometric verification device, obia data wom. Na with data na woman na sense so dear na your friend QR code. Enunti say ye capture within prenu. Now QR codes no enye adekoro eye two different QR codes a. Ubetumi akwa me scan wa mo ato aba baako. Ubesanso akwa me ato aba mienu because dina ba mienu and the QR codes are two different QR codes. It is machine on peke say a one I would do sabesi so tuaba because the machine is only scanning your QR code. So because udia babum pirino no, sanko for we nyina betimi atuaba mpirino, and the number is 243,000. Obisu oh na say tuaba ni wi aye don sa share indelible ink mu. Into baby mu aye becho. Na wonsa na yamfa nhemu e omo yes ade we no. Omo nim di omo ye. So at the police station they can decide that for some people they won't do it. Especially in their strongholds. And the police station, the police agent, you be our friend, and no one could do a wounds to say a bebonoa. Why we want to mean your even when I did ink the befa sano, if you muti me call the crochet break fluid, Sano break fluid, or call or the shame or the idea some papers here ink in the co or babetuaba. Because at the end of the day, Nipa babetuaba agents don't send a film when you say ink INSA. So it is a problem to have a situation Nipa 243,000 omo transfer omo votes 2020 omo transfer omo votes 2024 na ye de omo di akoshe transfer list for 2024. How is that possible? Into transfer list no ya bloated no, and therefore the register is bloated. Do we want to go into the 2024 election with a bloated register? The answer is no. Yeah, the data naturally easy. And the omo kind we are make actual. So that is number 3. Then this is number 4. Number 4 way and then number 2 no essay. So I told you about 2094 people here. Oma transfer omudin. But you can't trace the transfer because maybe oma transfer omudin free and absent list no omudin. However, in the transfer list no omudin wom. And the transfer list will tell you say they transferred from police station A to B. But with this 4th category, 15,000 voters. Omono offer transfer list now. On the transfer list is supposed to track the transfer. So the transfer list is the list of all persons who have transferred their votes to a new polling station. So it is at the new polling station where they have transferred their votes to. And when you pick the transfer list, it should tell you where the person transferred his votes from, his vote from, so that you can track it. To make sure, say, and you'll be in a TEC office, and you'll be in a shed there, and all your transfers illegally. These 15,000 people, we have transfer list now. But baby, your transfer omu free at the bar, it is not there. It is not there. So you can't trace it. You can't track it. That is it. In the first case in India, it is there, say, you need free A by B in the transfer list. But it need absent list in a police station A. Baba police station B and the transfer list in say free A in a buy. But when we there 15,000 people here, even police station B, who na fe na wabano transfer list in the didn't want. Bibi ni mu echre baby a free buy. How do you track it? How do we know the basis of the transfer and how it was done? So, Emirati, I'm just giving you these 4 damning findings of your preliminary investigations. And now we have assembled a crack team, a detailed investigation.
Aha, I am Nakado Ghana Limited. You work as well, just up hospital. You might be in Sassy, where you money. Yes, I see dying. Yes, also yes, surveying. Nature in Sassoon crater. Yes, also the infidel high, where you survey all around. Now, baby, there you mo bar, you venue be a mount. There was Sassy or me, baby. You will be what dancer. You will be out to group. You will be what to chew, you will be what akuti. Opesoni Nakado Ghana Kasa Frey wa Umainsu 0536 943494.
Yamakwa Baba Nakado Ghana Limited. Yaton Sase, Yesi Adan, Yayak Adan Honkrata, Obahan Moa, Yabeti Swamon, Yasaseno, Langa Diniso, Sawu Usika and Sokrana Ba, Yababa Modeni Asho. What you and Kakra. Sample we are about Juma. So utopia water we are the Unio Biano, Pehania to Swamon. Would so cross council, Sikabotan so banso I behe, Naya Yashania and Wajumama. Yassasino, Langa Diniso. Aha, no to qua, any assassin any animal. Now say more assassin and swa. Yabehe who say, Ubenya Krata. Ah, would be Dutching or Bibini, I'll bet to me. I am Wajuma.
Within the big mama. My daughter Ansah. Me purpose in na me sakai assassin so da form e Nakado company. Assassin for 4. So when we sika so pa e ma obi. Na what you kakra. Enti papa na me sakai. Ti obi ambra. O magine die. Obi ambra. O magine die. Obi ambra. O magine die. Nakado company.
For your pekasa, your num neke kaya ntia ne kasa keke. Penye se papa so pa ngoma so enye nanum de ntia ne mu ye yo ntia. Se ne be ya Ghana ni bia wo kwan so beto aba betumi ato aba. Nya sa abato da be so bedu on yesi ya transfer wa ko ba bi na wo kra wo nya awe. Wo bedu on wo se wo me transfer me din ba hanso ye be check transfer list be bia transfer wo din free ba ye nim na achi nya ba wo ene e ma ne nto aba ne transfer ne nya papa na de ntoko aba. E de mente me ho se aba e de oye na aba da bi ye mpenesa enti ye hu ye no as a responsible party, a trail letter, mamo, easy. Mama yekwani ni mumishia. Mama yekwani mumishia. Mama nsem chofo me koba no bi antibi. Mo se da montiase. What do you have to hide? Your present bibi atwom say oh okay no kre ye kra ye hu no kre but ye maka ni nyina ye hu adwuma. Enti wo de mo nkofa mu data na mo woni nyina amre ye be ye hu adwuma na say na ye de ba na mo se ma ye hu adwuma na mo de bebre afi mo de final register ba na ade no manya afi ye koka ya asem say e final register afi ni ye ba be ka say ye nko correct emre ben na ye wo we have less than 87 days to the election. Once you bring the final register, your printed ballot papers, if we see the errors, it is too late. And so if you can make all these errors, and I don't believe say mere errors, but you can say mere errors. So between errors, with the idea that said the new for you will not commit worse. And about why you told the Ghana, I am manuku, I would do any account, ye knew what. About to commission you. And you say, na all the political parties any easy. Yenya nam sifo. Ni empe audit firm wa. Easy for na yempe independent audit firm wo the integrity, the credibility, the reputation. Say KPMG. Say Omodos. I don't want to mention any names. Niyanka say ya fa womo ye tua wonka omo meboa isi ne political parties na ye investigate the ya mistakes we nyina bae because isi database is an electronic system ye forensic auditor ye behu di owura mu ekoye sa anyema we man sa anyema we nyina si ye ne behu the footprints will be recorded by the system it time omo ye sa ade we no ekofa ha we nyina bae no na a time one allowed for transfers and we will know nipa owura mu no or you be a wo to me so timi wura database mu koye nsesaye and I will be in a kotena office baby no no aye ne transfers we will know afi problem no kra no ebia the NDC nko ahuni o there na forensic auditors be hu ebia they will see a bigger problem na fe yo mu problem na ye nwuhwehwe mu abadomo omode sa bone na di Ghana no na auditors ne ni isifo nyina political parties anam sifo nyina ye wo na ye CC register ne kama Ghana ye yonti free and fair elections nti Ghana sumdwe nti obuzu yaka we yaka bone ana yaka bone because nipa 243,000 yaka wo mu asemi ebi NDC for ebi MPP for I will be a liar to say so munyina NDC for. Until the year you know. Anybody or person about 1 year free and fair you must support. I just say political party omunim the money is ya ni sumu ase no beka say ye de yempe. And that is the MPP. And this is not the first time a party be calling for an audit. Like our national chairman said, under Ferijan, the MPP called for an audit. And Ferijan prince ma omo audit. Why can't we do this audit? Say sikane anywhere. You with development partners almost say omo fund the audit. Ni isi for ankasa ankofa auditor. Na ye nyina ye hwe se adwuma ne bekoso. But say oh de mo hunu mo mfa mreye. Ade no ade chi ade se nyina we are seeing new ones. So what is the termination point and what is the guarantee that you will do the corrections? About the final register be by na mistakes so na fe ye kwa koye den. Almost say final. This is why NDC Amanyuku, yeah, Kase. On Tuesday next week, 17 September, Anopanonko from Wa in the Upper West region to Bolegatanga in the Upper East region, to Damango in the Savannah region, to Nalirigu in the Northeast region, to Tamale in the Northern region. Eba Techiman, Bunu East, Sunyane, Bunu region. Goso, the capital of Ahafo region. Kumasi, the capital of Ashanti region. Koforidua, the capital of Eastern region. Eba Accra, the capital of Greater Accra region. Ho, the capital of Volta. Uko, Uti. All the regions in Ghana, Western North, Western region, Takrade, Western North, Sehi. all these capitals, yebeye or yechrekes, yenye NDC for Ghana for nyina. Were the regional offices of the Electoral Commission. This is official. This is big. We NDC TNE. Don't just be on a platform talking. This is time for all of us to act. And for instance, show them from now office and now fee. It's about all of us because we know what we have seen, and we are seeing more by the day. Let us rise up to protect our votes. Let us rise up to save our democracy. Let us rise up for free and fair elections come 2024. And in fact, producer, Mame General Mosquito, yes, General Mosquito has spoken. If we can get General Mosquito's flyer, John Mahama has spoken. And so let's look at what General Mosquito said to start with. And then we will go to what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Swaka about this demonstration. It is important. A Tuesday, be a part of it. For Accra, which is the capital, no, you better gather our Brasport Circle by 9. Now, Brantemumpo, because we will all be there. We are marching through to Farisco traffic light, through to TUC, to ministries. You better call Parliament to present a petition to the Speaker of Parliament. And from there, you call EC office and Nimho to go and demand for this audit. It's important that you join. So this is General Mosquito say NDC to hold nationwide demonstration on September 17th against the EC. General Mosquito Akasa. Yeah, Papa Mahama Swakasa, and I want you to watch the video.
NDC, you wear your t-shirt and you go and demonstrate to the EC office so that we can put pressure on them to do their job and do what they have to do in order to ensure peaceful and transparent election. In every town that has an EC office, our chairman has announced it. NDC, you wear your t-shirt and you go and demonstrate to the EC office so that we can put pressure on them to do their job and do what they have to do in order to ensure peaceful and transparent election.
That was His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the flag bearer, the leader of the great NDC, and inshallah, by the grace of God, the incoming president of Ghana, calling on Ubia, be part of the demonstration, be part of the demonstration. This has to be big, it has to be mega, and yes, a demonstration, we will do it over and over again to demand for this forensic audit. And the good news is that initially, now police for a higher kakra, and yes, no more higher, no more problem with dates now you choose to, because there were other demonstrations fixed for the date. And now I'm afraid for a meeting. Myself, the elections director, Dr. Maneboama, my deputy, Kugan, and our general secretary led the team, Honorable Fifi Fiavekwete. And you could share our regional police command. You have a very good meeting. The good news is that dates, police for Ajatu, Baso Dole, come rain or shine, Kiane Ebe Baso. 17 September, Benada Air Bay demonstration in Bebaso, at least for Accra. And for all the regional capitals, regional executives at the letters Akoma police for they have secured approval into Baso Live and Khaled. Accra route, so they had some questions into agreement on the route. And like I told you, a Bishop circle, and we are ending EC office anymore. One demonstration about Ankasa. Mpenyufoni will be there, General Mosquito will be there, Fifi Kwete will be there. In fact, John Mahama will be there. So make it a point to be at this historic demonstration. It is so important. So important. So let us all come out. And after we went there, I think we took some pictures today that I want to show you. And the producer, just show us the pictures from any police for encounter. We went to the EC premises to agree on the termination point because the percent to BBC, the percent BBI Sumje and so these are some pictures from there. These are some of the pictures. No, show us more pictures, producer. Show us more pictures. Yes, these are the pictures. Yeah. So any police before we've decided on the termination points were led by our General Secretary, Honorable Fifi Fiavekwete, and Juma. And after the meeting, in fact, before we even went to the EC office, the General Secretary addressed the media. I want to bring you a short excerpt of that clip. So, producer, if you can give us the interviewer, Honorable Fifi Kwete and Central for yeah.
Thank you very much. We've just had a conversation with the regional police officers, bosses, regarding our proposed demonstration coming Tuesday, that's on the 17th of this month. I would say we have largely concluded that the date is feasible, so the demonstration is definitely going to happen next Tuesday on the 17th. We've also agreed on the route we are going to use. We're going to start from Parliamentary Central, come through Farisco, continue all the way to the National Theatre, and from there go on to Parliament House, and from Parliament House we'll finish at the premises of the Electoral Commission. What we're going to just finalize right now is exactly that's why we're going to the place and not to go to the point of determination. That's the only part we want to conclude with them right away. So we are going with them right now to go and have a final look at the place in order to agree on some point of determination. Generally, that has been the agreement so far. So the demonstration definitely is going to happen on the 17th of this month, and the route to that's exactly what I'm doing.
The place is yet to say the for Penny D. Regional Police Office. And then I had a very productive meeting with the Greater Accra Police Command. Ghana Mrache says, at least there was a woman police for 5 days notice. Now, I'm waiting for Bobie. I'm a Yaya Subi. And I'm saying, and this Amanuku, ye pass Subi, na ye dim last ye the Kate and Mama. A police was a 17th of September, a Benada Ebe, Yebe or yet check a see a Ghana funding all the 16 regional capitals. Or yet check the Cassia Palo, and I'm saying, the national capital, Hanabekoso. Enti Omotomosa Frey and Vitiasiana, Echinia Kakra, Mentime once a cacao beat, but yet what to Adreno. And Tiasia Yuma, or Magic Penny said, Ebnada Ebe on the 17th of September, Dole demonstration, Ebepaso. The Atosumu, baby, I have found the roots of the demonstration. And also, Yebobu, Tiasia Yuma, say, Yabeboyano, I'm about to do or Brasco Circle. Now, Yanantia, the Papari School, traffic light, Akofa TUC, Yabekwa, Kofa. Ministries of stadium, the Parliament, they have presented petition to Speaker of Parliament. Now, if you are, you have found the hey, and you have easy office because on why your is the Electoral Commission. That's what we have to carry on. And now, termination point, or more challenges can crowd with what we're.
Abuzavo, Mama Kwabena, we're still on NDC 360, and this is the moment of truth. The affair di kind of abanawe, what is about the enough is enough demo coming on Benada Ebe the 17th of September, and it will also be a part. The reasons and a media mawono, and we'll get more time to talk some more about that. Now, maybe I drew we are coming to talk about sports. When it's Ghana, sports, especially football, is a passion of the nation. Ghana for per ball. If we take the scene per ball because you're in ball. And ya Jacobs bebre ewo bom. And Africa, opa mama ya aji di no mu wani munyam ewo ball bomu a untumi nyi Ghana emfi ho. And nanse ne atofo mu a obi atimi buye bi enya sanka Ghana Black Star de tie din a ha na baby ewo so. Even under 17, under 20. Brazil munyina eje cap. The Ghana ye football nation, you can say that. And ye would in papa wobono. All governments in Ghana's history are invested in sports. Not the best or not the ideal that Kenya and Iberia will be a na family. Then so I was be a Ghana ne a assemble. The SCN said CAF a football association. A war Africa. When they share ball also Africa nyina. In say what ye ball African Cup of Nations qualifies, AFCON qualifies. And Ghana you.
Aha, I am Nakado Ghana Limited. You work as well, just up hospital. Yeah, you might be in Sassy when you money. Yes, I see dying. Yes, also yes, surveying. Nature in Sassoon crater. Yes, also the infidel high. We are survey all around. Now, baby, the age you bar, you be a mount. There was Sassy of me, baby. You will be what dancer. You will be out to group. You will be what you chew. You will be what akuti. Opesone Nakado Ghana Casa. Frey wa umainsu 0536 943494.
Ya mwakwa baba Nakado Ghana Limited. Ya ton sase. Yesi adan. Ya adan ho krata. Oba ha no mo a ya beti so ama. Ya sase no langard ni so. Se wu sika nso kra na oba. Ya bebo modern ni ahwew. No watua ne kakra. Se mpo wo ya bodwa adwuma. So uton pure water we dey oni o ye bia no behwe ne ate so ama wo wo se ukura usika nso sika boten so ba nso e behwe na ya hwe ne aye ho adwuma ma ya sase no langard ni so aha no ntokwa ya ne asase ne sa eni ha no mo na se ye mo asase ne nso a ye behwe ho ahu se ubenya wo krata a wo de ba dache obibi ni a betumi aye ho adwuma
Medin the big mama. My daughter Ansah, me purpose na me sakai assassin so da form ewo Nakado company. Assassin for 4. So when we sika so pa ye ma obi. Na what check kakra. Enti papa na me sakai. Ti obi ambra, o magine die. Obi ambra, o magine die. Obi ambra, o magine die. Nakado company.
Ya boba ko dan say and say akase o say ni Sudan for boy o say ni Niger for boy ene ada ene de keka ho na ye bo sa boy ya ye bo nan say Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium ni ye bo wie ye ensem bibiri betu dwa players ne ba bonten be ka say park a wo bo so ball no na enkoyi na park ne nye. In fact, media for Ankasa de omo cameras record obi ma yehu ye. No kra nim nyame nim na asefem arehopa. But ne bi mu ntiase bi mu kra didi players na tem say mo boa na den omo share mu no omo de enya park na no mo boss. Valid criticisms, but the bottom line is in a park na say. Because in penyumfo a ye de omo ya hye wonsa no enya dia they are investing in sports. Kasa ne enum dwanko a. Eni sikadie ekoso in the sports sector busia ehu ye fa ye ni nko mpempi ni Jaima sports journalist nko a eji omo kaka na omo bokro no na form ho edi but today be don say ni mosuko. So this is the breaking story today. A story of shame and disgrace for Ghana. CAF abane Ghana Baba Yara Sports Stadium aba blacklisting no mama nka ne sa. So omo mpre ma yemfa mo African Cup of Nations qualifiers no mpiem. Omo ma yemfa mo any match a CAF na ehwe bia yentimi mfa mo. Now reason in say CAF African Cup of Nations ayeboy category 3 games no. E was a park ayebebo no so bia no. Emiti category 3 standard. Ti enyema bi wo park na was say edimu Ansah na CAF for happen so. Omo check Baba Yara Sports Stadium no. In Lusa level no into ma bane. Now arewo say me wo biem so ne say Baba Yara Sports Stadium no ne stadium ba ko pa na aka Ghana ye betumi dia bo international matches. And only the only stadium I betumi dia bo AFCON qualifiers no. Because stadia aka ni na Accra Ohini Giant Stadia Adwerega Pasca enyadwuma. Kon asay kra MPP for asay. Ena Tamale Stadium ewo omasay no. Cape Coast Stadium ajoma amesi no fe kese no 15,000 seaters stadium no omasay no. Takrade Sipon omasay no. Eti Ghana ye ni stadium bia CAF betumi agye atumu say ye bebo AFCON qualifiers or World Cup qualifiers or enye. I just say Kumase Baba Yara no so na CAF for abuagui. So say ye AFCON matches e dey ni me Sudan ye ne teams amebobo so no. I just say Ghana ye hwe African countries na twa ye ho hia ne temi yo. Burkina, Togo, Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria ni ye chusu baako. Ni akom krom. Ghana ye bo home we say ye bobo no you krom no. And Kufuado and Bawumia and MPP. I was say Ghana ye kokuru foforo so ni ye kobo home. Yes, no. See ye Burkina. And ye Togo, and ye Cote d'Ivoire, and ye Nigeria, ni ye kobo bo no. And in Guasi ato Ghana no. You see this I'm not making it up. This is the story, and I want to read it to you. And I publish here. CAF withdraws approval for Baba Yara Stadium. And producer, you can do picture on picture for them to see it. So say the Confederation of African Football, CAF, has withdrawn its approval for the Baba Yara Stadium in Kumasi, Ghana, due to technical infractions, including an unsuitable playing field. The decision was made after observations made by CAF during the recent African Cup of Nations qualifying match between Ghana and Angola, which was played at the Baba Yara Stadium on September 5, 2024. Based on these observations, it was determined that the stadium did not meet the required standards for hosting Category 3 international matches. The CAF team identified several issues, including a playing field that was deemed unsuitable for competitive matches. The stadium's playing field had deteriorated significantly with uneven surfaces, poor drainage, and inadequate grass cover. The Baba Yara Stadium, which has a seating capacity of over 40,000, has hosted several high-profile matches in the past. So, what kind of story na bibia wo ho? Also, the letter from CAF also recommended that the relevant authorities conduct a comprehensive assessment of all. Is it CAF for say a Now, the relevant part I want to show you. I said the withdrawal. The withdrawal of approval means that Ghana will have to find alternative venues for upcoming international matches, including the AFCON qualifiers, World Cup qualifiers. Okay. The Ghana Football Association has promised to work with government to address the issues, blah, blah, blah. And this is it. We have to now find a nation or what picture CAF standard, international standard, AFCON qualifiers or World Cup qualifiers. And Abusia, this is the first time something like this is happening in Ghana's history. Since Ghana beto I started more ball from the days of Ohinijan. And I'm saying from the days of your first president in Nkrumah, Kwame Nkrumah pencil, ye bobo Ghana, you who's two baby matches born Ghana. Sambre nimpo, tete nimpo, yankase Ghana park a nimu ama blacklist ye park da. Even under military dictators like Otoka and a FIFA, like a Kufu and a Champo, yan blacklist Ghana, near bomb matches ewo Ghana. Dr. Hilary Man Aberso, ye papa JJ Rollins Aberso, ye papa Kofo Penso, ye papa Atamel sponsor, ye papa Joe Mahama Penso. Nina, we played ball, ye who's 2 matches, ewo ye stadium ewo Ghana, ya blacklisted that. So when the first time, BBC this is the first time in history. And this is a disgrace, a national disgrace, a national embarrassment. Now, you see, another evidence, Papa we, chairman of the economic management team, Bawumia, Wafeli Poto, Kopake cry at the Shewonsan, economic management team. Omo ntumi amfa sika nhema ma yan sisi ne sika oboka so bodi hemu nyina no madi. Now I will talk to you about that. Again, the person will share bibi so many people don't know this. I'm not a sports journalist, but I've done my research and I can tell you on authority. Say John Mahama ni NDC efra konwa so December 2016. Na Ghana stadia ye wono emu 9 CAF standard stadia ayi timi di ball international matches emu 9 eno ne yede ma Akufuado ene Bawumia. And what were these stadia? Ohinijan Accra Sports Stadium, Babayara Sports Stadium, Tamale Sports Stadium, and Cape Coast Stadia. These 4, at least for Ohinijan, Babayara ne Cape Coast, they were all international standard. The only problem we had, maybe Obi Bedrin said Tamale was no one, but Tamale was international standard. In October 2016, Ghana and Uganda about AFCON qualifier Tamale. So the 4, even Esi Pompono, yeah, the ball FA Cup final. So we left them all these CAF standard, international standard pitches. So, omo man fe bia meka ho 4 ni nyina zo ma say no. Aban bese share there. Aban bese side. All the 4 they have destroyed it. And then omutimi bi o man no edi Joma amaten. Omutimi bi o man no edi NDC aten. When they can't even give Ghana 1 international standard stadium. You did media international matches. Whether AFCON or World Cup, not even 1. A football nation like Ghana, you had 4 stadia, CAF standard, unbelievable. And these were the people who says will be incompetent. Incompetence, man, a chain way. Omo more number, omo bonko, the minimum is. But come with me. You see. The area was same way munyina pa ba ko ne say the ya pa ne say parks ya ye di ja omo stadium ma ye di ja omo Joma ma di ja omo na nyina dimu timi di bo AFCON matches, World Cup qualifier matches no o ma say ni nyina no enya say bi omo tena ho keke no ma nya ho adwuma o da bi omo twa Ghana sika twetwiri die from your taxes so omo de kwa akosiesie stadium no. They have renovated this stadium over and over again with billions of cedis. Take it from me. And I'll give you evidence to support some of them. Where Babayara Sports Stadium more renovating 5 times. Not once, not twice, not 5 times. Babayara alone. Babayara Stadium alone 5 times. 2019 they renovated it. 2020 they renovated it, 2021 they renovated it, 2023 they renovated it, and the latest one on May 2024 they renovated it. Babayara Stadium, they renovated that. So that is it. And let me give you some stories. We're a National Sports Authority for website. There's a story 2021, after they closed Baba Yara for 1 full year to renovate Baba Yara Sports Stadium. No, Omoko inspected works, and there's a story. AESL completes first phase of renovation works at Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Director General of NSA, National Sports Authority, Professor Peter Chumesi, together with officials of engineering firm AESL on Monday, inspected the first phase of the renovation works at Baba Yara Sports Stadium. The contractors who commenced renovation works of the famous Kumasi Sports Stadium in 2020 officially handed over the first phase of the renovation to the NSA, even though the stadium had been in use since September 2021. Anyway, Omo handing over no sometime in October, but by September 2021. 1 year renovation, Baba Yara. And before that, 2019 Omaya renovation. 2020 Omaya. Even 2023, 2024 Omaya. Then, where Accra Sports Stadium or Hini Giant. And I will show you, producer, make the videos ready for people to see. 2.5 million Ghana cedis. Accra Stadium renovation contract awarded to Kube company needing 12.5. Titisikano 125 billion. That is what they used to renovate Accra Sports Stadium. And this is it. So, Sikana Kohe, then Oma spending Sika Bebrebe, we're renovating Baba Yara 5 times, renovating Ohini Giant. And yet, you need even 1 stadium. How did this happen to Ghana? How did this happen to Ghana? And you maybe we see now. We become a laughing stock. Who would take Ghana seriously again? Why didn't you see Ghana football movie? Who will come and sponsor us? Who will come and invest in sports? When the government and Fankwashe Effie on C Park, John Mahama see Cape Coast Stadium, Kofo ni see Sipon. Dia Kofo Sima omokra omo tradition president Kofo Esikra no Akufo ado ne ba wo mi abonko omuntumi maintain aden etiba nsu ahwe mfiri Kofo ho Kofo Esi Stadium mumunsi bi munwie nsensan ne so ye maintain muntumi nye Mahama Cape Coast Stadium masay no dia wo dada Kumase ene enkran so a masay no aden Tamale masay no. Look, Nancy we bet MPP for no. Omo say oh ya there was sports mu chen obia. E there no maya omo say you see multi-sports complexes. You see multi-sports complexes. Omo kabi omo no. Abusua. Enti mu di sika bebre we see multi-sports complexes. And a Ghana ye pe park. Abo AFCON qualifiers ye nya bi wo Ghana no. What is MPP for Nekasa bi so omo sa? Enti away. Why can't we use it? Because none of the so-called multi-complexes no mercy no and a Juma as we speak. I'm daring them, they should show me 1 multi-complex sports complex or mercy or mercia. Yabo interco crowd was interschools. Yabo bako crowd also. Yamo interco crowd yamo bi also. Enti you know mamu contract akese no majeji omo bribe percentage akese free contractors for any CC ho. And you have this sports minister, corrupt sports minister, very corrupt guy. And complexes. You can't even ensure that we have 1 AFCON standard pitch and he's still there and we pay him with our taxes. Are these people serious? And they want us to go and vote for them to break the 8. With this incompetence and ineptitude. All the monies they use for the refurbishment away. But the area was we are talking about a group of people like governments. And producer, give me the next slides quickly. Omanya sika e wagana bako se mucha baibia.
Aha, I Nakado Ghana Limited. Your workers were just up hospital. Yeah, you might be in Sassy, where you money. Yes, I see dying. Yes, also yes surveying. Me chere insase so nkrata. Yes, also the mfidie high. We yes survey all around. Now pe bi dia yedwuma oba, ye benye bi ama. Ye wansase wo mmea bebre. Ye obi wadanchira. Ye obi wa wotu breku. Ye obi wa chuchu, ye obi wa akuti. Opese oni nakado Ghana kasa. Free wa human so 0536 943494.
Ya mwakwa baba nakado Ghana Limited. Ya ton sase. Yesi adan. Ya adan ho krata. Oba hanom a yebete so ama wo. Ya sase no langard ni so. Se wo usika nso kra na oba. Yebebo moden ni ahwew. Ni watua ne kakrakra. Se mpo wo ye bodwo adwuma. Se uton pia water wo ye de yo ni wo ye bia no. Behwe ne ate so ama wo. Wo se wo kura usika nso sika boten so ba nso ayebehwe na ya hwe ne aye ho adwuma ma. Ya sase no langard ni so. Aha no ntokwa ya ni asase ne sa eni hanom. Na se ye mo asase ne nso a ye behwe ho ahu se wo benya wo krata a wo de dache obibi ni a betumi aye ho adwuma.
Within the big mama. My daughter asase. Me papa signa na me saka yi. Asase so da form e wo nakado company. Asase ne fofofo. So woni wusika so pa ye ma obi. Na wo twa kakra. Enti papa na me saka yi. Ti obi ambra. Wa magine die. Obi ambra. Wa magine die. Obi ambra. Wa magine die. Nakado company.
Omanya oil sika cha ban bia. Omanya tax cha ban bia. Omanya cocoa sika cha ban bia. Omanya besia cha ban bia. Okeke sika o magibom a besia o magibom sika taxes nyina bom a over John Mahama ne atamos nya 271 billion cedis in 8 years. The total resource envelope. And na John Mahama de yempuntunyu ma bebramu hu no. And na data mills mo de yempuntunyu schools interchanges akwa 271 billion. Akufuado ne bawumia Jack Toronto ni nua ketwa. Omonko a they've gotten in excess of 1 trillion new Ghana cedis, not old cedis, 1 trillion. What do you call old cedis dia me ntimi mo ene nko calculate bia so. Sika ye ka ho asem no. Zillions of money. We've wasted it just like that. It is sika bebrebe we nyina mo ntimi am fancy stadium. Now they want to be fancy stadium kwa dia wo beto ye ne. Ko check your manifesto, they promised one district, one stadium. Almost one region, one stadium, yes. Region, the OBC Stadium, 2016 manifesto. 2020, stadium, no way. CSC multi-complexes, which doesn't work. All these monies. You see, sports, there were a lot of young people who more talent in that. So, sports infrastructure is important. And I say, your infrastructure, papa, near AFCON, you need to be born home, not Ghana qualify, near to me, African Cup of Nations, World Cup qualifiers, you're born home, near qualify, near to me, World Cup, only move for so mining your film. World Cup, you're calling Germany, you're calling South Africa. Kufo the dear call Germany. John Mahama ne atamos dear call South Africa. Only the Yema Ghana image. Only the Yema Nipa Kron would say Ghana and come for the first time because of the World Cup. Investments at the brain. And then I say Ghana football say. The worst government in the history of this country when it comes to sports. Now the air before ya womuno afe na medru ho. Forget about sika omuka azomudi renovate park omadi omanye because omwaya anke behu. Producer, maybe before I start this, can we see the videos of Baba Yara ene Ohinijan? Mami videos kakra na ye kakra ha. So you can see them on the screen. I believe this is Ohinijan. Accra, we no man or my renovate more stadium. A better than a calf up to say stadium way for AFCON qualifier. Stadium way for you can say World Cup qualifier. Sprinklers say cry, you better there ashisha form and then you be the sprinklers shisha grass now automatically time so a water no. Or when you ready massa. MPP ni bien na no catcher will say unimamamua we did you attempt. Look at this In today's world, why not the water hose to say a cover water tank spray pack? My being a man. Let me excuse my language. Brains here, sports minister, no NSA, sports National Sports Authority for, or my being no a who does it? Now grass a crowd in so good to say, I won't say grass. Who does this? Producer America Babayara, no my Babayara. Baby, I got a couple of more pack. Park in Cherry. Park in Cherry. Give pack. Wait. Go my gun anymore. And now latter force ray. UBS ray. It's a fee your pack. Yasre sika. Yasre vaccines. Yasre biane. They said yasre pack. Maybe a gun about women ya kufuado dear Druno. Yasre pack. Producer, my other video, no. My other video, no amount for me who park in here. It's a closer shot of the park. Park at your boss baller. Car for the banner. Oh no. Give me. There is another video of Babayara. Give me that one. You see a closer look of the park. So sad. Sika bebrebe nyina chimo de yede. Sika amodi akutu amanase musi asoro de amenyamia. Ma ye nyame frakada mansi. Sika nko amodi ni wo mo office. Sika amose mo de renovate park which you never use it. Now let's come back to the studio. Let's come back. We'll play the videos again. You see abusua the man same way ye man ya rewo ya bufu ni say eye afi we 2024 in February and Ghana host two African Games. First year friend all African Games. This was the 13th Africa Games. Africa nyina shia Ghana for games. Swimming, America, basketball, volley, badminton, hockey. Sa good year bebrebe nyina Ghana ne host 2 year. Na sika nko a ye say no tournament no ho no was more than $250 million. Tiemi ye pa. Tete sika ni mu no. In fact, me de ba Ghana sika mu a $250 million na ene bre mu sika yi mu kra no. It's over 5 billion cedis. Tete sika na de mi ntimi nka. Huge money used to host 13th Africa Games. Why is it that we now still need one international standard stadium? Why? Anybody out of Ghana, whether you like football or not, you must access. We MPP ni kwa bisa wo ho e then you host to all Africa Games every February. Na September ya bane say you need stadium you betumi dia host to AFCON. Because we twa nkontompo ma osafo ayera abusua wo da bonten. And na wo dua nkonkonsa bro so a efifu nan ho. No cre it is saying say untimi fancy utwi mu tan e be pie. I will show you what they use the money for. In Fitiasia no. Yeah, all African Games are. You need what is called Olympic styled sports stadium or complex. Yeah, the Olympic Games. Baby, all African Games in one stadium. In Morocco, one Olympic stadium. So what I say in before Morocco, there was a country, Congo Brazzaville. Omodie was 2015 All African Games, and Morocco 4 was 2019. Omunyina you see one Olympic style stadium, and one a swimming pools no war, and one about volley, and one about basketball, one about table tennis, and one about badminton, one a hockey war, and one soon as for the BR Shembi. Into one facility near the host to. So, MPP for catch there and say, or more mama contracts, no more baby see Olympic style stadium. Ebi ni Ghana. TMU, ya cousin go for ya crowd for a month as a ye. A Kufuado Bawomia told us we see Olympic style stadium. Sanyama when you na be wom. Sikasa no mudi be see almost $200 million. $200 million. And they told us, says, our stadium, no, the Olympic style stadium, no. It will include a 50,000 seater soccer pitch and a stadium. It's a complex, no. But the other woman who 50,000 seater. It is a Kumasi stadium. Canada there. Sika say no mo be sika kraka $200 million. Yes, yate. Parliament approved it. Now busia ebesi ne sa 50,000 seater stadium na famie abanansi. There is no 50,000 seater stadium. Koboteman bibia say ni omanye, they didn't build it. And the day no mo ye the obronifer ancillary projects like tracks, tartan tracks are your kosumirika. Into the athletes never kosumirika no mo ye. And no mo ye swimming pool or mo mudari nsu mbeduare. And no mo ye basketball. And no mo ye hockey pitch, or mo ye netball. Baby I able table tennis. Sa anye man keten no mo ye. And almost say no kwa no di sika $145 million na ye. Tieni yo. Olympic style stadium kakraka na was musia. 50,000 seater stadium wo mu no. Ni nyina e was say $200 million. And you see there na stadium no wan sia. E ho nya man keten swimming pool keten na bata won nko ati be $145 million. Tieni ye. E yo sika taxpayers money asem na make. Put partisan policy for MPP sem to nche na tie no kre. And almost say oh baby I ever born dey here omuntumi nsili bote man. Enti omube yusu Legon 4 stadium no. Na it was about 60%, 70% complete. Enti omudi sika ku shem na omudi a complete. And also wu sika no eye be $34 million. Enti u kabomu a Legon dia na almost say omo kwa complete yemfa mobo. Any tartan tracks e be ko sumika baby e be bo volley ensu anipa be dwadem o maye ni bote mazanye man keten nko ano $195 million. I will give you the evidence. $195 million. Now say it is just $5 million less the $200 million now. Omo ka say ko budi be see the Olympic style stadium with a 50,000 seater soccer stadium. How does this make sense? We are to say. Let me give you the evidence now. Where President Kufuado, Ministry of Youth and Sports for website. President Kufuado cast sword. Was the president cast sword at Boteman for the construction of sports infrastructure to host the 2023 African Games in Ghana. Now, if you read the story, the relevant portion says the facilities which are yet to be constructed include a 50,000 capacity Olympic stadium complex, multi-purpose sports halls for all indoor sports, aquatic centers for swimming and tennis courts. And you make evidence in it. So, Ministry of Youth and Sports website is say, when now Bobie 50,000 capacity Olympic stadium complex, then multi-purpose sports halls. You be gari bibia tennis courts bibia. 50,000. And the cost was $200 million. You can Google it. Now, her story 2023 African Games. Government aborts plans to construct 50,000 capacity Olympic stadium. If you read the story, the Minister for Sports went to Parliament. And also crossing Makamenwe. Ye can send 50,000 sports seater stadium. But he said he ain't even see. This is the story. The minister said it. In the Yemen America. Okay. Now, this is a story which says Akufo-Addo commissions Boteman Sports Complex. It may be person who's Akufo-Addo commissions Sports Complex, you know. And there in the work facility, you know. For you to know, say 50,000 seater stadium, you know, and come home, stadium be. So, as the President Akufo-Addo has commissioned the Boteman Sports Complex, a newly constructed multi-purpose sports facility. Although man use stadium because stadium name. But last but one paragraph here. Or say a test run of the venues which will host the indoor games such as swimming, tennis, volleyball, and handball will also be conducted to ascertain the facilities prepared. And or see any stadium you can check. Sikasa no mudi see ya. Okay, in fact, if you want the facilities, this will give you a better account. I'll say among the notable features of the Boteman facilities are a 1,000-seater capacity swimming pool, comprising a 10-lane competition swimming pool and an 8-lane warm-up swimming pool, alongside a multi-purpose sports hall capable of sitting 1,000 spectators for various events, such as basketball, badminton, netball, table tennis, and weightlifting. Notable features, Nini. Additionally, there is a 500-seater temporary dome for handball, volleyball, judo, karate, taekwondo, fencing, arm wrestling. Into a local see a temporary dome tent and a mobile for Sadian. Master TNE stadium be anywhere. We'll crowd a tent in your boy, temporary dome, a tent. Hello, Picasso and on boy. Sikasa no more day, and also German American. I'll give you the evidence. Major online story dated 4th March 2024. How you 2 million actually senior Bobie. African Games infrastructure cost $195 million. Sports Minister. Minyanka Sika almost spending no games in way infrastructure. At the time no my yes bote my honor. Any the my yes Legon UG there no my no. Masa ceiling fan scramble ni dressing rooms. Ceiling fan yo. Omoye Africa Games omo ko rent fan NCC of ceiling fan cram mo na campus air condition ba dressing room in a stadium built in 2020, completed in 2024. Does this make sense? I don't know mudi o my brosa. I don't know MPP for ya brosa. Why? So the Minister for Youth and Sports, Mustafa Yusuf, has reviewed that the facilities to hold the 2023 Africa Games cost over $195 million. The story is here. And we read here the breakdown. They say, "Bote mandiano emrika kwaino mayeno. Ensiona nipa bedwarimuno. Volleyball pitch, basketball pitch ketwa, table tennis no moto toyeno. Any tent no mo boy say yenye taekwondo ne enye ma womuno. Eno nko $145 million. Ansah Legondiano $34 million na babeka. Eno na de bo ne kusi. Good. Now, Rwanda for 2017 almost stadium Rwanda stadium nini mo hwe ne fe Rwanda for stadium fe stadium kese Olympic style stadium a ebetimi host to FIFA World Cup na ye Bobie wakata na nse no ebetimi host to FIFA World Cup final just international stadium sikasa no mudi see $170 million. Yeah, the Tantan stadium nka ho, baby aye ball nka ho, $145 million. Legondiano 30. What they become $195 million. What is wrong with the MPP? Bonebe na Ghana for the ayom. This is Rwanda, an African country. Now let's go ahead. This is the evidence. A modern sporting arena in Rwanda marks 30 years of liberation. And 28th June 2024. So fresh 2024, this is not 2017, 2024. The inauguration of the $170 million, 45,000-seater capacity Amahoro Stadium. 45,000 seater capacity. So check Kumase. 45,000. Stadium ne fair. You bet me the World Cup final. $170 million. Yeah, the $195 million. We spent it on nothing. And today, we don't even have one CAF standard pitch. You see, when we tell you, say, Abine way you wicked, Abine way they are thieves, they are criminals, you don't understand. This is the evidence. How can you love Ghana independence? Obia used to $170 million and yawi. Yeah, used to $195 million. You need stadium, I had a CAF match, AFCON qualifier or World Cup qualifier. Does it make sense to you? Let's go on. Where? John Mahama 2016, and we see 15,000-seater Cape Coast Stadium. John Mahama this year. Ye fra konya so na CAF standard, international standard. Ya bo AFCON qualifiers we bring. John Mahama build this. Sika sign on this year $33.5 million. O see in brand new from scratch. O to foundation, Gumota, started seeing from scratch. 15,000 capacity, $33.5 million for two teams. This is the evidence. Cape Coast Stadium, President John Mahama commissions new stadium. And if you read it, the cost and everything is there. You can Google it. Now, Legon Stadium now, a walk wine hole. Meaning the friend stadium. Minimum ways where your friend stadium. Oh, the young fans are friend stadium. The walk quite no one who do a pombulu on a woman. And yes, Akufo-Addo ne Bawumia si stadium no from scratch. Obey my Bawumia the commission you on the could try woman piano. And yes, we starting seeing scratch or mobile never is a project that started many years ago. And it was about 60-70% complete. The former sports minister, Isaac Esiama, MPP ni echo inspection. Na breso. And oka say stadium. Ghana here 16 million cedis. Ya di be stadium no. Aye ligon there no. Kete. It is not 15,000 seater like Cape Coast there no. It is only 10,000 seater. And it was 60-70% complete. And the Pesicas was where we. And the former minister for sports or MPP this year 16 million. How much did the MPP spend? Bawumia Akufo-Addo 408 million cedis. From 16 million they spent 408 million cedis, equivalent to $34 million for Nkukobue. Any stadium. 10,000 seater. Masa, me say even in the dressing rooms, you can go there and check. Fan currency. That is why I can't from Penema more any category 3-level match. You need to be for more AFCON qualifier. It's a waste. But the baby ever bobo crane maybe ever come American $145 million. These people, they are thieves. And that is why you must vote for change. Say the baby investigate idea we no more we sikano. Ya chichi omagum, ya ji sikana mo my Ghana e dia yempuntu amaye nyina yenya so mfaso. Let's go ahead. In short no MPP for at the $33 million. I a 10,000 seater stadium and your CAF standard, which is legal. Abrajo Mahama no mudi na terms of your corrupt no. Or the less than that amount, one fan see 10,000 seater, you see 15,000 seater Cape Coast Stadium from scratch. MPP for the no, and what that 60% and almost $33 million ababe and also so enye papa yent me from AFCON qualifier. But John Mahama the less than that sikano SC Cape Coast there from scratch a son 15,000 seater. Am here the AFCON qualifier, World Cup qualifiers na the keka. And you say NDC and MPP are the same? How are we the same? Yeah, Jessica yeah the your money here. Yeah, Jessica yeah see a stadium my stadium papa from scratch. Or mu Jessica na no madi. Ya dey time you must see. And then when I issued a press release on all African games, people insulted me. And as I made the video, BBR politics, yeah, African games, and politics. And then say like that honor. You say conform is krumwa or timbi. Yeah, you say two for the wentia, ukupim wantia, ya kaka mwentino. And then you go say say Ghana Black Stars, Otuado in the squad, they have to go and beg for a stadium to use in Burkina, Cote d'Ivoire, or Togo. And you Ghana na yatofo. Omo mudis can omo fa home. And so you defended it. Wow, MPP, you defended it. Meanwhile, you didn't get some of the money. You defended it. Look, me no ka say, oko takwa. Ti we ma mi ye pa ehun hia. Takwa. Mining company wire from Goldfields, Ghana. Almost stadium brand new. Stadium no na ye park 400-seater park. And Goldfields for a converted omabubu esino as a stadium 10,000-seater stadium. Takwa newo. Goldfields for see no almost $16 million this year. We can feel fresh. You can see inflation fresh $16 million for 10,000. And you see then I'm see the same 10,000 seater. I will go and you see now what that 60 to 70% complete. And I'm over to us. And see then I'm over $33 million. Listen to this. So how can Goldfields use $16 million to build a 10,000 seater stadium from scratch, converting 400-seater park to 10,000 seater? Now 10,000 seater park and 60 to 70% complete. Who bet twice do 100%. Ceiling fan create new dressing room. Park tantaya. MBT cap tantaya. MBT cap standard. Also the $33 million. And the Ghana boy agree and rana. More than times 2 the money I go fields for you. What kind of TV is this? It just be before why? And this is the story. Business and Financial Times. Go Fields Foundation launches refurbished $60 million Takwa Stadium. And okay, this is it. It was a 400-seater. And I'm converted. They to me for 10,000, almost 8,000 plus, but for 10,000 at $16.2 million. And the chrono be better saying. You see, apart from stadium, Sikano Mudi, and you know, almost say, almost be diagram, almost be sia kind. Almost 2,674. Now, I was say a pay baby momoda, rightly so. And you know, almost in that time, I'm going to see hostel. And you almost renovate. Legon 4 horse be 4 horse. This horse on the Elizabeth Say Hostel, Kwapon Hostel, Liman Hall, Nelson. E will Legon, e will hold that no mo so mo kwa kwesiesi ho. Dey no mo kwa ye kopenti. Ni ato tiles papa ho na ye the air condition aba. Na fe ye bathroom closet. Edwuma mo ye no wa no mundane things. That is what they did. O ma nya de nwaso bia. Hostels are students in the mu. And almost say your friend Game Village. A hostel. And almost say, yes, or ya painty ho, ne de keka ho. Sika sign on the year, a West $60 million. $60 million. Over 250 million cedis. Titisicano 2.5 trillion. No, 25 billion NHD. Just the renovation. They did nothing at the Oko Game Village. The hostels are still there. Go and check. In fact, Nancy and Sio Toya 23rd May 2024. You see you for Winina Amore. Diamond almost your mercy. Almost my renovate you at $60 million. And then you have to have Winina. So Ghana Web did the story. UG hostels renovated with $60 million by government. Floods after downpour. The evidence is there. And yeah, no abusuafo. Games no more no. Me show how wicked these people are. Na say no musi disika. Mu wie sika o mo nwe ho. Ti why we talk to aba mo mo adwen hu mienu. Because sika we ka de betumi ayama Ghana. Even in the area of sports, in the area of health, hospitals like betumi asi. This money $250 million. Imagine that one almost $1 million a year. They bet me see 250 hospitals. Yes. Schools they bet me see no to mean kind. They bet me see over 500 secondary schools. One at a cost of $500,000. I'm telling you. They bet me you double track traffic light system if you. And you may bet me be a man you can't count it. All gone into private pockets. And I'm telling you, the Omodis can hear. Apart from $60 million, you see the renovating hostels, Omodi Oman fan yet, and ne Okowa at the Papa Bien ho. Stadia now, Omodi $195 million acquired the phone, and today none of them meet CAF standard. I bit with the ball. Apart from that, apart from the $60 million, almost say $33 million almost you can say Legon stadium fun emiti CAF standard. Apart from Ninja and Abusua, almost also say Parliament Chesika almost say omonfa and operational expenses. Just a committee na omo share tournament and so omo kesika omo di diemu enye man kakra omo beto ye friend operational expenses. Sa sika no Parliament mo 12 million cedis. Titisika 120 billion. Unim sika omo use here. 48 million cedis. No, $48 million. Parliament approved $12 million. They spent $48 million on an 18-day tournament. Tournament here born 18 days. And now and now not 3 weeks, 18 days tournament. Operational expenses say a car, ye didi, ye to A4 sheets. Ye koye meeting wa sa sika no nkwano $48 million in cedis at an exchange rate of 12.5 in February 2024. What the best cedis are 602 million cedis. Titisikano 6 trillion. 60 billion. 60 billion OCDs. 602 million. And if you divide it every day of the 18 days, let's just say, and you make a way man online. Na here story. 26 February 2024. Look at the story. It's very important. Say African Games 2023 LOC, a General Local Organization Committee, to spend 33.4 million cedis a day on operational expenses. Daba kubia no sika omudi 33.4 million cedis. Titisikano 334 billion. Daba kubia almost said the omode to A4 sheet, the omode fa car, the omode DD operational expenses. 334 billion one day sika car daima. The local organization committee for the 13th African Games has budgeted to spend a whopping $48 million on operational expenses. 6 times Parliament's approved $100 million. The figure works out to around a 6-day weekly expenditure of $200.6 million and a daily operational expense of $33.4 million for the 18-day competition. Why? Why? And you have people defending this. I don't think if time will allow me to talk about all the lootings, of course. So look, where accreditation card, when your friend accreditation card, we my media for cover African Games, I just about 1,000. And yeah, paper, ya print paper, our photo bosso. And yeah, share rubber mu, and ya fen fama no, ya laminate. And your friend accreditation card, paper share rubber. And yeah, home so near their 2 cool. Paper we almost printed by 1,000. The boy is saying almost $4.5 million. Ha! God help us. Radem why? $44.5 million for this? Do these people have a conscience? Omoda. In cities, look, 56 million cedis. Titisikano 560 billion. For just at the end of that in Central for Kakrebi Kumuno. This is TV. Naked TV. Chrono fite. Look, and our ranking members, hard-working MP for South Tongue, Honorable Kobi Woyomi spoke about it. The evidence is there. For the sports journalists, I can't want them. But because of time, let me quickly rush through. Look, Congo for host 2 African Games in 2015. Sika Omuyusu now was $60 million. Morocco for host 2 Omuyusu $46 million. Ghana on $250 million. Let me talk to you about the last thing because of time. Edwiane nko almost omo ma athletics no mo communicate omo tennis basketball edwiane omo no ayen. I mean sure. $15 million for 18 days. Nipa 2,644. Edwiane omudi no 18 days $50 million. $50 million no the best came where saying 187 million cedis. Titisikano 1.8 trillion edwiane nko. Wouldn't be on edwiane no. I mean sure. Company near the contract na man no. Edwiane omo no an to edwiane 2x4 bi o. Ukohu abomu a asem kwan. Emo ayede ma omo kra na mo na so. Edwiane fun. Emo gari. That is what they said the athletes. And they were complaining. Emo ye no akwa me kofa tujimi mo fun bi ni anu ama omo. Wamaje 1.8 trillion OCDs for edwiane nko. Let me show you those the edwiane contract na man na menchiro. Sama huno on the down. Nana santi bedi etu. Akufuado ibusuani the cousin. No. Ono aso na ye ne trek for penny executive secretary. He say wasanso kwa ma the post foforo no nko aban we mu the post ye mienu. Ambassador at large, ambassador wonena ma wo ni portfolio bi onena. Ambassador at large. Ne yere a ye friend Nigeria ni ba or the Sarah Mary Olofemi Aditola. The company near the contract team or no asebiani. Why? Emreni ho in kamebo videos, audios of interviews are sports people say Obama mo or can come boardroom or my year on this matter. It will shock you. But sports journalists ne can say mainstream media and fire dream more politicians because this is serious. Ebisi Ghana bakose muda. This is sad. And on top of all sikadie way and ne Ghana need one CAF or international standard stadium to play AFCON qualifier or World Cup qualifier. What a disgrace. What a national tragedy. Look, the Arab will cry and say, Ghana, a cycling champion. Yeah, Ghana, we treat bicycle or call African Games in our cycling champion. Your friend Michael Naba. Bicycle crime, si ka bebrebe we nyina no aban na ntimi anto bicycle ama no bicycle me ka say we bia no my emotional bicycle. This is our national cycling champion. All competing with 13th African Games ni bia Ghana. Ujina wa magana twi bike amai wenya bicycle o twi bicycle na in the competition and the bicycle say and say onko ontwi krempo biem because wenya bicycle papa mpo anye training bicycle. You see, that sports minister there, Bawomi Akufuado, the MP, those guys, they still with a wicked mentality. Omo phobia. Omo nya Robin Hood. Say me bokro no dia boy here for. Na kesika bebebe with bicycle. Enya ononko. And this is the story, a cycling champion. The bicycle breaking down. Arahu Gugan anyone say. Who do you say hockey pitch? No, mo ye no botema na kana nye papa. It is South Africa mining had to withdraw. And they say hockey for hockey pitch and hockey in one year withdraw. The entire contingent they withdrew from the game. Say Inyam Mokra Ghana for Inyam and Mguasiwe. They withdrew because Paka in papa. Every issue statement we said it. Say, oh, and this is for them more politics. Yeah, you didn't know. Say we never. Then badminton for no omo president ni omo so de car kra omo betinem e from hostel e de akobote ma wa akwakosi akan amaye no car no so omo anya papa e de omo kwa na car ne say yes sir players no athletes no e de omo gu pick up to no but pick up to nyame na make read the story. African Games players start in buckets of pickup truck after their bus broke down. Badminton president, your friend Evans Yeboah. Read the story, it is there. Ye come and akusi say. MPP for ba say omu be wia omu be kunu no ma be say. Oma masa omu be your mind ye. Enunti ne Ghana. Oma no bibia pascal bibia nkoye no. Because sikapa ababan we nsemu nye sika ketwa but omo di sika na say sika ni nyina. And this is a typical example, just a tip of the iceberg. Just one example. Na ye kan enye say yenum na keka ya na ye pekasa. Your mind who don't tia. And ensesa ye pe. Enunti ni ye kasa nsem we nyina. And therefore it is very, very important. Say whether you like football or not, this is about Ghana. You must vote for change because they must pay for their crimes. And we'll say, yeah, they are so with this bonny way di Ghana. And we'll say, baby, Sikana could be a Ghana. This is not the last time we'll talk about this. We will revisit this matter. And John Mahama has promised, say, Oba, your baby, your friend, oral, ORAL, Operation Recover All Loot, within the first 90 days. And this scandal, 13th African Games is part of it. Market on the wall. All we need to be able to do that is your vote. Just vote for us and accountability will happen. Now once again, the Benya Stadium, Papa, the Shagan and Nimunyam, the Yatimabo AFCON qualifiers, World Cup qualifiers, Ewaha, na Ghana, your investments into sports, Abwamedi Numa and the Sikaba, my Ghana mu, na Ghana, Ababe Krabehe. This will bring us to the end of today's program. A few messages, producer, if you have messages, give me messages. I'll read a few messages before I sign out with Rewasitinuna Tuabapa and the 24-hour song because the the alternative, the 24-hour economy of Jomama. Not just that, but it is the most important because the biggest problem confronting Ghana the structure of your economy now ain't ma inuma emma. So the first message from today is say Kwame Prince or say we don't have a standard stadium to host AFCON qualifiers, but we can corruptly spend $4.5 million and $15 million on accreditation cars for few journalists and food for athletes. I don't want to talk about the $58 million cathedral scandal, $12 million on non-existing Pualugu Dam. For accountability's sake, let's vote massively for John Dramani Mahama to reset Ghana on the path of growth and development. Next. Nelson Yesuto Kofi Akutia say MPP just came to office to make Ghana a laughing stock to the world. The sports minister should be answering questions. Nelson Yesuto or protocol be production room one because they be a kind of message. All right. I'll say their time is up to go back to the bush. Vote John Mahama for president. Next. Nkrumah NK Lumumba say, Sami, if EC failed to listen to us after 17 September nationwide demo, what will be the next step? We will not stop protesting and we will continue to be vigilant and make sure say, they will not be able to achieve the objectives of their sinister strategy or game plan. Ras Chuke say, vote JM and J Nana for a reset of our broken economy with the help of his 24-hour shift system. The next one, Musa Ahmed say, you boast of building over 100 AstroTurfs across the country, but you can't maintain one national stadium for international games. Who does that? Shameless braggers, Asem Sebe. The next one says, Nkrumah NK Lumumba. I think I've read this already. I say, Albert Abone Kwejo says, Sami, after this program, I need your t-shirt. Please kindly pack it and post it to Sunyane. Well, we can show you where to get it from. So Accra Mayor Anam Perry, if you're watching, share the details on the NDC 360 page on various social media handles so that people will know where they can get this t-shirt from. I think this will bring us to the end of these messages. Midi NSA Mejanfi, me NDC Achiamehene, and I brought you this edition of NDC 360. It's all about Ghana. It's about Ghana. So Ghana ebe fan into my pefra. Ghana benya sisa mapa. Ghana benya mpuntu. Ghana benya nyuma. Abaye otia konwa sui oma meboaye. Oma bebo maino. Oma beboye krono. 7 December is your opportunity to say enough is enough. 7 December is your opportunity to vote for change. Sene be yansisa mapa beba wankasa wa brabumu wo mantemu ene Ghana. But don't forget that journey on the to the Flagstaff House, the journey to ensure that we'll bring about change in the governance of this country, Banade Day is an important day. 17th September, all regional capitals. Be part of it. Ejuma Wawokra, be part of it. Because your vote is your right. Your vote is your power. And with all these things going on, I'm sorry, I'm a forensic audit now, Koswa. Chrono ma boesiesi no, Emma Madam Pine. And they will do more to disenfranchise more people. So there's a flyer. Is a enough is enough demo. It's hashtag protect my votes, hashtag free fair elections, hashtag peaceful elections. At 9 a.m. on September 17th. Be a part of it. Now what you're saying there, hopefully to review the demonstration and to discuss other things contained in our manifesto and other issues which will be trended by that time. Until then, asema midija wone say hwe wasitinem na to abapa onyame hia munyina.
Citizen TV, the citizen's power. 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 Citizen TV, the citizen's power.
The number one is Ghana Health Service, Suhum. And the employee name is Gloria Asante. The amount involved here is 34,333. Has this been paid? Yes, no.
No, Honorable Chair.
So it has not been paid. The next one is National Ambulance Service, Esuboy. The employee name is Seth Opoku. The amount involved is 51,500. Has it been paid?
Honorable, it has been paid.
It has been paid.
Honorable, yes.
So this is what we want. Then, next one, National Commission for Civic Education, Chebi. The employee name is William Tete Kofi. The amount is 97,000. Has it been paid?
It has not been paid, Honorable Chair.
Not paid. The next one is Seed Production Unit, Apejua. The employee name is Kwame Ajay. The amount involved is 13,680. Has it been paid?
Honorable Chair, it's been paid.
The next one is Department of Social Welfare, Suhum. The employee name is Josephine Jokoto. The amount is 2,305. Has it been paid?
Chair, no, that one has not been paid.
The next one is Cocoa Health and Extension Division, Suhum. Employee name is Emmanuel Duya. The amount is 8,278. Has it been paid?
Yes, Honorable Chair, that one too has been paid.
The next one is Cocoa Health and Extension Division, Suhum. The employee name is Abednego Tete. The amount is 16,556. Has it been paid?
Honorable Chair, that one too has been paid.
Also has been paid. The next one is Cocoa Health again. Employee name is Prince Kwabena Apia. 45,000 is amount. Has it been paid?
Honorable Chair, it has been paid.
The next one is Seed Production Division, Cocoa Board, Asamankesi. The employee name is Stella Dakwa.
Honorable Chair, that one has not been paid.
Not paid.
No.
The next one, Cocoa Health again. Suhum Ebenezer Akom Brimpom is the name of the employee. The amount is 13,362.
Honorable Chair, 31,000. It has not
31,000.
It has not been paid.
31,362.
It has not been paid.
It has not been paid. The next one is UCG Suhum Richmond Ajay Richmond Atta 22,889.
Honorable Chair, no. Most of the ECG cases are outstanding.
Then the next one, Cocoa Health and Extension Division, Suhum, Isaac, Ajeni, Dodu, 202,000.
No, that one has not been paid.
Has not been paid. National Commission for Civic Education, Zandek Eyiram Yao, is the name, 51,500.
Honorable Chair, it has not been paid.
And the last one is Suhum Municipal Assembly. Paulina Labi is the name, and the amount is 7,441. It has not been paid. So let's count those have been paid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as you said. So now it is clear. So when we are writing our report, we can also do it to cover these people. All right. Auditors, can you confirm this?
Honorable Chair, we were informed some payment has been made, but documentation to that effect is yet to be submitted to us. Thank you.
So kindly provide evidence to the auditors for those that have been paid. And then you also work on to facilitate those people who are left. Now, the issue raised by Honorable Isaac Opoku, I think is relevant. In fact, any time that employees take employers' money and there's a need to refund, auditors, you always recommend that the amount should be recovered with the prevailing Bank of Ghana interest rates. Now, here the employers owe the employee, but you are not recommending that the employer also pay with interest. Why? It should be the same. If you're asking the employee to pay with interest, like what we saw 2 days ago, this unearned salary, we always say that they should pay with interest. That's your recommendation. Here, the employers owe the employees. So they should also, the employers also should pay with what? Interest. Going forward, that should be the recommendation. It shouldn't be only one way. Honorable Yusuf.
Chairman, that is very important. Chairman, I think that the Ministry of Labour is failing us in this respect. The law is clear. The law says that within 3 months, you should be able to ensure that the affected people are compensated. It is your responsibility, and the act is clear. So it's taking us more than 2-3 years. And what we are being told is that we are pursuing it vigorously. You shouldn't have even waited for the auditors to instruct you to pursue it vigorously. So, Minister, what are you doing to ensure that this money is paid to these affected people with interest? Because it's unfair that somebody in the course of work is injured or something happens, and that person is supposed to be given compensation, and it's taking the person 2-3 years. For all you know, some of them are even dead. That's unfair, and I think that the ministry owes us some explanation. Minister, thank you.
All right, let's move to the next one.
The minister was.
Minister.
I was just waiting for you to admit the question before.
Okay, go ahead and respond.
Honorable Chair, I have said that the Labour Department's responsibility is to assess and work out the workman's compensation that is due the injured person, and also to inform whoever the employer is to effect the payment. So, unfortunately for us, in the law, the Labour Department do not have the right to prosecute whoever is supposed to do the payment, and in an event that they don't pay, the only way they can pursue them is to use persuasive powers. Honestly, we have an avenue to be able to make an amendment to this because we are reviewing the entire Labor Act, and I think it is one area where we can take advantage and give them propose a prosecutorial powers for them. Otherwise, the best they can do is just to work and inform the employer that this is how much you have to pay your employee that is in jail, and then failing to do that, perhaps they will have to use that persuasive power. Like he said, we want to explore the possibility of also contacting the AG, whether we can also use their office whilst waiting for the new directive that we want to go. So it is not that we have failed in our responsibility, not at all. We have worked it, and it is still a debt to the companies that employ them. Maybe I can also add that after having worked it out and the figures are known, the employees themselves can also even take the employers to court for failing to honor their commitment to them based on whatever award has been given them by the Labor Department.
Once they're in the service of the company, they should take their employers to court. After the case, they will sack you.
Is their right?
So in the law, make provision to protect them. If they take them to court, after the court case, they should not be sacked. That should be a protection. Yes. All right. So next one is Department of Factories in Takoradi. It's about rent not collected. Some 30 companies failed to renew their annual license, and the total amount is 26,024 Ghana cedis. The recommendation is to the regional inspector of factories to ensure that the amount is recovered from the companies. Have you?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Fortunately for me, we have the acting director, acting factories inspector here, and I will want to defer to him to answer the question.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, Chairman. We have done that to recover most of the money, but there are remainder that we have to look at. But our work normally, we have a work plan, and we normally start with the high-risk areas because of scarcity of resources. So we are doing that, and we've done the majority. So it's an ongoing process because we have to inspect the factories before they pay the certification fees. So we are looking at the high-risk areas, and it's ongoing. So very soon, all areas will be covered. Thank you. Looking at 30 companies that, the chairman, you mentioned, 7 have successfully renewed their certificates, and the evidence is attached given to the audit. 16 companies accounting for 13,984 are currently non-operational, because if you look at some of the companies, when the inspectors go there, they are no more working, the operation have been inactive, they don't work, and they have to record that. But the remaining 7 companies with a potential renewal value of 7,658 receipts have been attached, and majority will be recovered as is ongoing process. Thank you.
So, in the era of moving from taxation to production, 16 factories out of 30 are not working. What is the nature of their factory? What do they produce?
Some of them actually are oil.
Chairman, the preamble to the question is too pregnant with so many issues.
Honorable Minister, but we know that we are moving from taxation to production. 7.5 years down the line, 16 out of 30 factories are not in operation. Yet we are moving from taxation to production.
Well,
or we have moved from taxation to production.
Yes. Well, perhaps before I come in, I will let him define what he means by a factory. After that, I will come and then answer your question.
He is the inspector of factories. At the factory inspectorate directory. How do you call it? What is the name? Department of Factories. So anything that he is inspecting is a factory. Whether they are producing whatever is a factory. So that is why I want to know what is the nature of those factories.
So okay.
Yeah, some of them are oil companies. Oil companies. They sell fuel. Alinco, some of them are still changed their form they've given it to other companies, so we cannot access those companies. Top Oil, like this, some of them too.
So is Top Oil a factory?
Yes, because they employ 1 or 2 people for a gain, and therefore occupational health and safety must improve so that people do not get accidents. So they are a factory.
It's a company, but why is it a factory?
A factory because if you have a machine, we say for easy work, machine helps to make the work easier. So if you're even using a calculator to calculate mathematics, making your work easier. So it's a factory. So anything that you employ a person for a gain is a factory.
So a filling station is a factory?
Yes. Because again, it is a business, so it's a factory. Health and safety need to be there.
So Mr. Chairman, per their work, their technical definition of a factory is perhaps different from the normal day understanding of what a factory is. And this has nothing to do with moving from taxation to production.
Minister Chairman knows very well.
So 16 fuel stations are not working.
Chairman, with all due respect to the Honourable Minister, the work of the factories inspector is a subject of the Labour Act. This House enacted the Labour Act. So we define what a factory is. It's not government that defines what a factory is. This House, this Parliament, define what a factory is. So, Honourable Minister, when you came out to say you are building one factory in one district, we knew exactly what you were building. Or one district, one factory. We knew exactly what you were building, so Chairman, there's no difference.
Chairman,
we understand what a factory means.
May I ask my honourable colleague to define what a factory is per law?
Honourable Chair, the inspector works under a mandate which comes from a law, and what he quoted is from the definition given to him by the law. So unfortunately, your understanding of a factory is different from his understanding of a factory per the law that he operates with.
Not at all. It appears that it's the government that is rather redefining what the factory is, other than what Parliament says it is.
Oh, the law was passed by Parliament in yes.
We have Factories Office and Shop Act 328. That's what gives us the definition.
Honorable Mutala.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm happy my big brother and senior colleague here is the Minister for Employment, because the expectation is that once you industrialize, you build more factories, the economy grows, you create more jobs, unemployment reduces, Is it a case because there is a different definition for a factory that explains why the unemployment rate which you took at 8.4% under the NDC is now 13.7, because we knew it to be 14, yet we had someone here who indicated it's 13.7. Now, oh, what's that? And Mr. Chairman, no, these are facts. Statistical Service said here that it is now unemployed 13.7. Even that we disputed, this was provided by government-owned statistician. The head there was appointed by this president. So is it the case why the unemployment you took from 8.4% in 2016, as of January 2017 it was 8.4, and today it is 13.7? Is it also a case that now I can go to my constituency in Tamale Central and count all the fuel stations there, and that would explain the number of factories that were built by this government? Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Chair, I want to believe that we are on live radio, live television, and therefore things we say here should be put in the right context. In fact, the definition he gave was in respect of the question which was asked, the observations which were made here. So I don't want it to appear as if we are trying to redefine what a factory is in the ordinary understanding of the Ghanaian. But then he said that in relation to the work that they do, I want us to put that in the right perspective. But then coming back to this issue of unemployment, I'm happy you yourself, you observed that in 2016, the unemployment rate was 8.4. And then I'm also happy you alluded to a report from the Statistical Service, which also said the unemployment rate had moved to 13 point something. But the recent figure issued by the Statistical Service was as late as about a week or two ago, in which, and I want you to listen very well, in which the government statistician was quoted as saying that those who are not in school, those who are not in work, and those who are not in training amount to 1.9 million persons. Pardon?
He was here last week, Wednesday, and he said 1.8.
Yes, but the one which was reported in the media.
No, we are talking about the man. The man was here. Okay, go ahead.
That makes it even better for me.
Yes,
I'm advancing an argument.
Yes.
You agree with me that for those who are not in school, some can be at a lower age as 6. Some can be at 10. Some can be at 11. But the employable age in Ghana is 15. So if somebody is, say, 14 and is not working, that person cannot be said to be unemployed. But even that, I am assuming that all the 1.8 are persons who have reached the employable age and are not working. We have a population of 32 million, approximately. The adult population, those below 15 years, are 38%. So which then means that about 62% of the population are within the employable age. So even using simple mathematics, it means that you have about 1.8 out of expected 22 million who are not working. If you do the
Honorable Minister, let me stop you there. You are not the government statistician.
No.
Wait, listen to me. I'll give you the government statistician was here last week Wednesday, and he told this committee that the employable population of Ghana is 11 million. You are mentioning 22 million. No, he said it here. Oh, please. He was here, It's a record that we can even recall it from the audiovisual, has people to play. He said the employable population in Ghana is 11 million. Those that are not employment are 1.8 million. And the unemployment rate is 13.7. And I proved to him that using the 1.8 million and the 11 million will give you a 16.3%. That is what happened last week, Wednesday. So please, we will not take your figures because you are not a government statistician. We will not take your figures.
Mr. Chairman,
Minister, please, we will not take your figures.
Yes,
but you are not a government statistician.
But allow me to also respond.
But we will not take your figures.
I am not saying take my figures, but I also
are misleading the whole country.
Mr. Chairman, I also have the right to react to the.
You are misleading the whole house. You are misleading. The government statistician was here, and he told this committee, he told the whole country.
To respond.
So we will not take yours. You say it, but we won't take it. Say it.
Well, Chairman, I think yes, it's good you have given me the floor. I also want to say here that my understanding, and of course, the definition of the employed population, if indeed the government statistician indicated that the employable population in Ghana is 11 million, then perhaps, I don't know from where he's coming from in terms of definition. No, in terms of definition. Because, Mr. Chairman, please, with the greatest respect, I do know that anybody that has reached the employable age and not have reached the age of retirement is within the employable bracket. And like I indicated, if you segment the population, we have those who are below the age of 15. Such persons cannot be said to be within the employable age. And then we have those who are also above 60. The actual retirement age of Ghana is 60. So those population will also not be within the employable age. But all those between the ages of 15 and 60 are within the employable age. And of course, if you do the segmentation, this figure cannot be 11 million. Perhaps what he said was that there are 11 million persons who are in employment. Perhaps, yes, I wasn't here, and I'm not privy to what he said. But
Honorable Minister, I think you have made your points. Unfortunately, we will not take your explanation.
Well,
we'll take the one who have been appointed as a statistician for government. He gave out the numbers, the figures to us. If you're in that position, we would have taken your figures. But unfortunately, you are not there. You are the Minister for Employment. In fact, left to you alone, the unemployment would have been 1%.
But Mr. Chairman, also to be fair to me too, when it comes to the subject of employment, it is also not the area of the government statistician in terms of definition. That is my work. So if I agree with you,
I disagree with you.
I agree with you that when it comes to the figures, they are the right people who can come up with the figures. I don't have a problem with that. But when it comes to definition of what employment is, I don't think that any person is better situated to do that than me.
Honorable Minister, I disagree with you. The area I disagree with you is that the government statisticians will cover the whole sectors, all sectors of governance, which covers employment. Everything. That is his sector. He covers everything. So we can't say that when it comes to employment, it doesn't cover, it doesn't go into government statistician. He covers every part, everything. They do their numbers to cover every sector, production, whatever, mention it. So in terms of employment, in fact, that is also one of the key areas that the government statistician work on. So he came here and will go by his numbers, not yours.
Well, with the greatest respect, Honorable Chair, I don't think you got me right. I didn't say the government statisticians do not have a role when it comes to turning out employment figures. But I said when it comes to definition of employment and the space within which employment works, I am better situated to do that than the government statistician.
No, Vice, as you go ahead. Let me thank Vice for the opportunity. Yes, Minister, I think that you have done well trying to explain all these things. I mean, that's your job. But whether or not there's unemployment, the people out there will be the best to say it. Now, my question is, within 2 years in Western region, 16 factories, by your definition, collapsed. What it means is that you are losing revenue. Because if they were in existence, they will be renewing their licenses so that you get money. What are you doing to ensure that companies don't collapse at this rate? Because within 2 years alone, between 2021 and 2023, 16 companies collapsed under your watch. Is it only revenue that you are interested in collecting, or there's something that you need to do to ensure that these companies survive so that you can keep taking the revenue? That's my question.
I want to clarify it more. We have companies that go to merger and acquisition. Then we have companies that do change of names. So when you go to a location, you don't find them. Maybe they move to another location. We have mergers and those things.
It's not about maybe here.
So
it's not about maybe. Listen to me. My question is that per the records we have here, 30 companies defaulted, and you were supposed to chase them for the money. In your own words, you are saying that 16 of them are not existing again. They've collapsed. What it means is that the revenue that they were supposed to even pay, we are losing it. And that's what we are discussing here. And even into the future, because they don't exist, you are not going to get money. And I'm saying that, what are you doing to ensure that we don't lose revenue? And we're just looking at only one region, Western region. If you're going to extrapolate this, okay, taking other regions into consideration, we are talking about huge numbers of collapsed factories, using your own definition. So what are we doing?
Thank you very much. For our work, our health and safety improves you to have productivity, take care of your GDP, because when, look at COVID came, without health and safety, you cannot even plan anything in the whole world. So our health and safety inspections bring more companies to be viable rather than collapse. But if they collapse, it means that it's not our mandate. We want to make sure that companies are working so that they can employ the Ghanaian population. Thank you.
All right, let's move to the let's move to the next one. Let's move to the next one. Paragraph 1356, Honorable Sam George.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, may you live long. Paragraph 1356, unpaid workmen's compensation. And there is a very long list of 22 employees who sustained injuries in the course of their official duties, who have not been paid their workmen's compensation, totaling 703,642 cedis, 20 pesos. In fact, out of this money, only ECG has paid 2 of the employees 53,121 Ghana cedis, 46 pesos. what is the situation right now with the outstanding workman compensation?
Mr. Chair, I thought that's the subject we dealt with earlier on.
Minister, you should be paying attention to the paragraph. So. This is a different paragraph. What you dealt with the chairman was paragraph 150 to 152, and that had to do with Labor Department Suhum. Now we are talking about Labor Department Takrady. Paragraph 156.
Honorable Minister, what we dealt with was uncollected revenue. That was it, right?
The uncollected revenue had to do with the factories.
Yes.
Yes, but we had.
Now we are talking about unpaid workman's comp.
Yeah, we the first one we dealt with. I think he's right. The first one we dealt with relates to Suhum, but there's another one on Takrady.
Yes. Yes.
ECG.
And most of the people are with ECG.
In fact,
Mr.
Minister,
Chairman, if I may.
this one has to do with ECG people, PDS, Ghana Railway Company, quality control and cocoa marketing. But a lot of the people are with ECG and PDS. I don't know if the cables were shocking them. And then the railway company too, I don't know whether they left Takrady to come and work on Jomama's Tema and Pakadan railway line. But a lot of the people are either PDS, ECG, or railway company. So do you have a response to this one?
Yes, we do. Mr. Chair, I think that the initial question when I was answering provided answers to the initial question instead of this one. So the cases of railway and Cocoa Board, those ones have been paid. But ECG, PDS, those ones are still outstanding.
Sir, do you have a copy of the Auditor General's report?
Yes, I do.
And the questions that we were asking those questions from the book. So the first question that you said you answered is different from this one that Honorable Sam George is asking.
Yes. Initially, I think I did.
Please look at it very well. If you don't have a copy, we'll be more than happy to get you a copy of Auditor General's report.
Yes, I think 5 persons from railway have been paid.
Which 5? Because I have 6 people on the list here. On the table provided by the Auditor General, there are 6 people. For Railways Company, there are 6 people. Mr. Peter Gansa, Mr. Zephaniah Santia Kufu, Mr. Alex Boachi Benya, Mr. Alfred Yenzu, Mr. John Kwame Asante, and Mr. Samuel Ejay. So which 5, which one is outstanding?
In the case of railway, Mr. Alex Boachi Benya has been paid.
Okay.
Mr. Alfred Yenzu has been paid.
Okay.
Mr. John Kwame Asante has been paid.
Okay.
Mr. Samuel Ejay has been paid.
Why is it that the namesake of our president has not been paid? Mr. Zephaniah Asante Akufo.
Oh, Honorable. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Why has he not been paid? Because, and in fact, his compensation is the biggest from railway, 121,136. So why haven't they paid the president's namesake?
That is not the president's namesake. This is only Akufo. President is Akufo-Addo.
So he's a half namesake of the president. But why has he not been paid? 121,000. Is there a dispute over? Is there a dispute over his claim?
No, Honorable Chair. It is a process. We are still following them to get it paid.
I mean, his claim has been pending since 2021. You know. Oh, guys, in 2021, you see, You see, in 2021, Chief, are you listening to me? In 2021, when his claim was made for 121,000, and I don't know the nature of his injury, it may require, Chairman, you see, it's very important because his claim was made in 2021, and you don't know the nature of his injury. It may require external treatment, and it was 121,000 Ghana cedis. At that time, that was almost $20,000. Today, you have not paid him. At this time, thanks to the depreciation and poor management of the economy, the 121,000 is about $8,000. So it means that the longer you keep his money, if he has to go out, no, this is a Ghanaian's medical compensation. So I mean, the value of his money from $20,000 to $8,000, and you don't know when he'll get paid. Is that right?
Well, honorable member, the deputy ranking member, who is now the acting ranking member, is not comfortable. But what you have said is a fact. That 121,000 2 years ago, it was 20,000. Now it's less than that. It's factual.
At your campaign platform. Okay, what about the ECG and PDS?
But why is this pinching you like that?
Honorable Chair,
yes.
I thought earlier on you had made some kind of ruling to the Auditor General asking that when individuals default at the expense of government, we say they should pay with interest. In the same way, the employer, when they also default, they should also pay with interest. And I think that takes care of this. I agree absolutely with the concern raised by my colleague, because persons who get or sustain injuries in the course of their duty ought to be respected and be given the necessary compensation due them by whoever engaged them in their work. And I want to associate with the call by the committee for employers to actually take such issues seriously. I still strongly believe that there should be some kind of compulsion that should be put on whoever engages to take some of these issues as serious as any other thing at the work site. So I agree with his concerns.
Yeah, but Minister, we haven't had a response to ECG and PDS. The workers of ECG and PDS. Because in fact, that is where the majority of the people are, 12 of them. ECG and PDS. What's the situation with that? Because only 2 people have got, I mean, one of the people for ECG, Miss Veronica Thompson, her compensation is 27,991 Ghana cedi. And ECG has paid her only 456 cedis. I mean, this is, what exactly is happening with ECG? Because ECG is going to be appearing before us. The MD will appear before us. So we want the information. So when the ECG MD comes here, we know how to take him on these matters.
Honorable Chair, thank you very much. I think there was a reminder to ECG, but still we have not received any response from them. So maybe when they appear, you add your...
And what about the Cocoa Board one?
Cocoa Board, they have
the quality
paid.
control.
They have paid.
Auditors, can you confirm that on this particular table, the 4 members from Cocoa Board and the 5 from Railway Company have been paid? Can you confirm that for us?
Honorable Chair, we were informed that some payment has been made, as we earlier stated, but we don't have any documentary evidence to prove.
Chairman, of the 24, we are told that 9 have been paid, but the auditors say they have no documents to substantiate that. Of the others that remain, 1 is Ghana Railway and 12. In fact, the 12, we need to disaggregate it because 3 of the 12 are PDS. So now we don't know who to go and ask to pay. and then 9 are ECG. So when maybe ECG appears, Chairman, we might take it out.
I think PDS should also be ECG. It's just change of name.
Change of name. So then when they appear, the 12 people,
Yeah.
if Chairman
So
will
let's
permit, will ask.
take note of this. When ECG appear, we'll have to ask them what they are doing about this thing. So you have to provide the auditor with information on those that have been paid to update their record.
Okay, Honorable, thank you very much. We shall do that.
Honorable Minister, you made a comment earlier on that some of these individuals could also sue their employers. Are these people aware? Because in the previous one at Suhum, somebody was 100% damaged. 100%. And if these people are going to wait on your ministry and probably not get any resolution to their issues, I don't know. So would they be able to get some lawyers to help them in this case?
Well, I'm not a lawyer, but I do also know that we have legal aid, that anybody that wants some kind of free bono services from the public legal systems can also appeal to. But I agree that perhaps it is not every place where you can also locate them. But whatever it is, the point I was making is that whilst it behoves on the Labor Department to ensure that they put the necessary pressures on the companies to effect the payment, the individual can also accelerate that by also adding their own pressure, either by using the legal system or any other means. So that is exactly the import of the point that I was making.
All right. So paragraph 1359, Honorable Jifa.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Paragraph 1359 is in relation to uncollected revenue amounting to 16,494. And this is because Electricity Company of Ghana, Ghana Railways Company, Quality Control Company Limited, and Cocoa Marketing Company had together defaulted in the payment of total processing fees of 16,493.63, being 2% of total workmen's compensation of 824.681.61 in favor of 27 employees from the period of 2017 to 2022. The recommendation from the Auditor General is that the Chief Labour Officer ensure that the Metro Director recovers the amount from the 4 companies and pay it into the Auditor General's recoveries account at the Bank of Ghana. Has this been done?
Honorable Chair, thank you very much. That percentage is a function of the total amount. So if the compensation is paid, then that percentage is also paid. So to the extent that they are in default, it means that it has not been paid. Yeah, that is
no.
Yes. No, the difference. Yes.
So, is that your answer? My question to you, based on the recommendation of the Auditor General, is that the Chief Labour Officer ensure that the Metro recovers the amount of 16,493.63 from the 4 companies and pays same into the recovery. And my question to you is, has this been done?
Honorable Chair, the department has recovered 5,053.06, and out of the 16,494 from the 4 companies cited.
So there's still an outstanding.
There is an outstanding, Honorable Chair.
What measures are you putting in place so that that be recovered?
The defaulting companies have been reminded of their indebtedness, and they have pledged to pay the outstanding amount of 11,440.94.
Chairman, I believe strongly that if this was coming into an individual's compensation, that individual would have chased it. But because it's coming to the state, you are letting it slide. Is that the case?
Honorable Chair, that is not the case. We are making all the efforts to get it.
Chairman, I yield to you.
If I understand, the acting chief labor officer is trying to link this payment to what we have discussed under some judge's question. That if the labor office process this for the companies to pay the compensation to these workmen, 2% of the figure is paid to the labor office. So for the fact that ECG did not pay the compensation, they could have paid the 2% compensation. So that is how the linkage has come in. So you have to work hard for the employee to be paid, then you can also get your portion. Is that okay?
Honorable Chair, thank you very much. I think that it's not like we have been very interested in chasing for that. And if you look at the responses from the regional labor officer, subsequent to your audit, she wrote to ECG, including the other organizations. So I think that our appearance here gives us the opportunity to appeal to you, maybe to ask ECG to speed up to pay us. Thank you very much.
Okay, ECG must act on these issues and pay these workers. We'll make that recommendation.
Thank you very much, Chairman.
Let's move to the last one under Ministry of Employment. This is Municipal Labor Office, GOSU, paragraph 1362. Deputy Ranking.
Thank you very much, Chairman. This has to do with the delays in payments of compensations, totaling 814,286.39 Ghana cedis to persons who sustain various degrees of injuries. And the delay ranged from February 2003 and December 2022. And this is after computation of claims have been submitted for payment. Are you able to brief this House what you have done on this infraction?
Thank you very much, Chairman. With the department's persistent reminders to employers cited in the report, 5 employees were paid their compensation. No, this. Where's Goss? Goss is here. The department continuously sends reminders to the companies cited in the report to ensure the compensation are paid timely to the affected employees.
You have 184 employees. How many of these have been paid their compensation as we speak?
Mr. Chair, I think the values are still outstanding, and then the regional labor officer has been written to take steps to recover or to get the employers to pay.
So none of the 148 have been paid their compensation as we speak?
Not as yet.
All right. That's a bit strange. Auditors, probably maybe the next time you need to furnish us with the names of these companies who are defaulting in. Yes, like you did in the previous, so that we are able to put them on the spot and get them to pay these compensations.
One note, Chairman.
Chairman, that will be all for me.
All right, that'll be all for the ministry. Dr. Kisi. You have not been discharged yet, Minister, so there's more question coming.
Yeah, Minister, thanks for your visitation. My only question is about companies and workers' compensation. I think from today's discussion, it's become very obvious that some employers, not necessarily government, are not taking workers' compensation very serious. What are we going to do moving forward to address it in a very holistic way?
Thank you. Mr. Chair, can I go ahead?
Please go ahead.
Thank you. Yes, I indicated earlier on that we are in the process of reviewing the Labour Act. It's gone very far, and one of the sections we are looking at to strengthen is the issue of workmen's compensation. I'm happy we have had this platform to even bring to the fore issues involving workmen's compensation. It kind of availed to every employer the opportunity to know what is likely to happen to them should they even fail to honor their destiny. But like I said, there's a whole section on the new Labour Act which centers on the workmen's compensation, and especially the issue of giving the Labour Department enforcement right to be able to pursue defaulters to honor their claims.
Thank you, Chairman.
That will be all for your discharge.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Let's have Minister of Gender.
Aha, I Nakado Ghana Limited. Your workers were just up hospital. Yeah, you might idea is as if we do money. Yes, I see dying. Yes, also yes, surveying. Nature is as a soon crater. Yes, also the infidel high. We are survey all around. Now, baby, the age you mau bar, you be a mouth. There was as if me up, baby. You will be what danger. You will be out to group. You will be what you do, you will be what akuti. Upesoni Nakado Ghana Kasa. Frey our mind so 0536 943494.
Yamakwa Baba Nakado Ghana Limited. Yaton Sase. Yesi Adan. Adan Krata. Obahan Moa, Yabeti Swamon. Yasase no Langard in Iso. Sawu Usika so crana ba. Yabama Modeni Asho. What to Yan and Kakrakra. Sempo we abodwa juma. So utopia water we de yo ye biano. Behwe ne ate swamon. Wo se ukura usika so sikaboten so ban so ebehwe. Na yahwe ne aye ho adwuma ma. Yasase no Langard ni so. Aha no ntokwa. Ya ne yasase ne sa eni hanom. Na se ye mo asase ne so a ye behwe ho ahu se ubenya ukrata. Udi be dachi obibi ni abetumi aye ho adwuma.
Within the big mama. My daughter Ansah. Me purpose na me sakai. Assassin so the form ewo Nakado company. asase for 4 so when we say so pa ye ma obi na what you kakra enti paper na me sakan ti obi amra o magine die obi amra o magine die obi amra o magine die na Nakado company.
Okay, so Malik Women says, good afternoon, Commander. In fact, this song reminds me of your days at on Ahoto FM. And Eric Capon says, I'm an ardent fan of you, Commander. Keep up the good work. Watching you live from Obuasi, Anthony Brew, Francis Kofi. Hello, sir, Mr. Bobie. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. Saniko says here, Lottie Jones is here. Okay, so Ghana for Mutie you say guy be ekotena Sumpa FM so say oni akoda 14 years I have sex and a man for aye dede eyamede because akwano wabodam straight wabodam akoda 14 years. What is it? Say, ne hososo. Me, to be honest, me anti video na because I mean so disgusting. Time. Well, Jimmy. So say what can there to enkrofo for kra mponua because ma go through a year ne statement, you know. Say what can there to enkrofo kra for. No, you don't sit on radio and say it with pride. Only akoda 14 years akoda. And you are sitting on radio saying it with pride. Adebu one who doesn't mean don't say it in public. Nyansa bienim. I was so sad. Ubia won a baba 14 years. Why? I say to our Brempon, I'm in love with this music way back from Asempa. Watching you live from Gofrodi FDRC, right? So thank you. These are some of the old timers, you know. Kuchika Clemens is here. Jamilatu, good afternoon. Okay, but you see, enya na nyese bobienye. Mempe selective justice. You choose what you want to do. Oh, that is where I have problem with Dampare and his people. That is where I have problem. I have a serious problem because look, treat will be a pet. Yeah, and yeah, tax. Yeah, tax. And the treaty will be a pet. Now, Obia will share across the country. And those on Facebook, quite a man tete, also at the trotromu, Simon, and also on Facebook. And the quite ma Obia what trotromu share. Nana has ojri ne Twitter media to your Facebook page. Mobi or trotronum bianchebi. Baby bia will be ano so also Facebook. I just show it to people. This is Nana has ojri. This stupid boy or ya Juma ewo Akufo-Addo office. Then on the birthday of Farida Orajo Mahama Eba Abaria Onyanya 18 years. This guy tweeted. And me pacho baby I will be an ubet me ready my man for 80. I say, former President John Mahama's daughter. There's the caption. Or you saw a picture. Former President John Mahama's daughter Farida. She has fully developed and well endowed, very manageable. What do you think? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? This foolish boy is a presidential staffer. I pay my tax. No more you make me taxes. A pedophile. And that is where I have issues with Napo. There may nipa o trainino. Where Jimmy sa, how can Kwame Nkrumah keep a pedophile in his government? How possible? How can Kwame Nkrumah keep a pedophile in his government? Okase Napo Jimmy a omsunu asantini na odidi na tem. Wa Jimmy? Do tete na antete ni ye. Said you are tete no so Jimmy. I don't know. What Jimmy? Better na Kwame Nkrumah. I meant say this is Nana Eswodri. Nana Eswodri afa obi ba abaywa underage apost no. Here, Kwame, I don't want us to waste time on this, but civil society organizations say Bob Bontin because say Akufo-Addo should sack the boy. One fee, the boy is still working at the Jubilee House or whatever. The boy is still working there, and you see your taxes to pay a pedophile. Oh, sometimes but the way you behave, you and your guys, you behave. Sometimes I ask myself so many questions, like, are we living with rational human beings? No civil society as almost entertain this his surgery, this guy. Just even a Akufo-Addo mama, I can't put no. How can you just go and pick somebody's daughter and put the Nebabano picture on public and parts comments are? I mean, it's not nice. How? Akufo-Addo mama or Mwenyini, you can't do this to them. No. If you have a genuine issue about governance, they said the young Mrs. Takokai, yeah, you talk about it, you deal with it. But passing sexual comments about them, you can't do that. You can't do that. Nana Eswodri aye, police and cheno. You see, the reason why people are doing the things they are doing today, and people are emboldened to do nasty things, is because the way Akufo-Addo and his people are behaving. Omama BBI and normal. Everything has become normal. Yeah. One to me said same things. One to me said same things. And this Eswodri guy is feeding on our taxes. How? 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 Ghana police be catch say Obiya me report here. Obiya me report here na Abrante no on water Sumpakas and Obi be report here. Oh, yeah, and NDC as usual. NDC, they are not petty. And this kind of things, you never see them talking about it. NDC, they are not petty. Like these foolish people at Asalam Down, that party called MPP. They are so stupid that just pick a Akufo-Addo's daughter or Bawumia's daughter. Even for you to mention, say Bawumia mean funny ma. Many pem crown no mbuofu. Would I just mention? Anya hana your friend say Dr. Mary Osibetraya or Bawumia a friend says special charge for no be almost woman TV da. So the things MPP complain about, say, me problem na with them, I don't know. As if we see almost so omunye nipa bia nipa afon you have everything than them. Then it's any pan who say oye nipa chair untino or ye wa dia or they swallow it, but oh ya na dia a or no ya. What do you want to say? Just look at this. And Akufo-Addo is comfortable. Bawumia is comfortable. They are paying him with our taxpayers' money because even they are paying a Tumuntu Ajay, a homosexual with one time you see their mano. Yeah, Jubilee House no muguano. Immoral acts in Kwan. Immoral acts in Kwan. Niama tan. What is 70 be time? Any government after Akufo-Addo, I say we jare Ghana kunyano nyina oroba. Omu jare Ghana kunyano susumu physically. Omu ma Ghana fo nyina be horo. Jubilee House wo horo adan no mu everything. The place is contaminated. It has become a desecration center. What desecrate you nyina tan. This will be a TV so say or no. Say this post but John Mahama Baba, so yeah, medisi sase we so ama ayi Brian Bobie network no fatu on ehwe. This is Brian Bobie. 1st March 2014. Osi atu petrol mu. Me pacho ma shadow. Oh, because enra anwumre madam for MPP penny be frame me from Bono. And all complaining say ya omon crofo no complaining too much about the way I describe them. And Americano. NDC, they are not petty. So NDC are petty, no almost say, come on, call Akarismua. This is Samuel Brian Bobie. 1st March 2014. Or say, Adano. Omo atu petrol mukosro. Now, just read. Kwasi binti ya tu petrol mu. In reference to John Mahama. Kwasi binti ya tu petrol mu. Where's your presidential staffer? Yeah. Where's your presidential staffer? Today, okay, be chile Akufo-Addo a. Where did Nana Akufo-Addo? Nana no kra na ya metan no. Okay, be chile Akufo-Addo a. Me Nana na ya metan chen di ni nyina. Okay, be chile Akufo-Addo a. Where did Nana atem? Where did Nana atem? Look at this nonsense. Where did Nana atem? So I'm coming to the Akufo-Addo atem krano enka ebia ubadwene ho mienu. Where did Nana atem? As if say obi na wanya na hini na komia bi ne traditional seat bi no oteso. Na what traditional seat so kra membo bi me fa ho bay. Me fa ho bay. Ghana nye traditional leader bi ade o. Nobody can claim Ghana as his own. Nobody. Onipa bi ani ho. I'm telling you. We will never agree. Nobody. Onipa bi ani ho obetumi claim say Ghana ye ono ne dia. You can't. Fi no obi amfiu. The fact say obi amfiu keka ebi abetena wa himfie no akeka de ope. Obi amfiu. Fair. But Ghana, no, you can't own Ghana. Ubetnia only o circles. Me o circles me ho. Trust me, o circles me ho. Yeshia o baby a na se a common ground says ye nyina yeshia me pa me chiao me pa me nchiao. Enya force. Untimi nya me hwe. Yeah, that's okay. So, mesra omo ya no mo complaining no. Mesra omo ya no mo complaining say, look, the MPP boys, they did worse things, Charlie. Worst things. Your mom, we are net time. Say, that guy, on friends say, wound to me. Say, your mama, dinner echo crum, or market, or buy na your mama, and in the made that. Na, what the radio so no aka. Then people for our bomb Oko kase omo fa abodan for koma ba omi adipe buei adenti na ese okasa se omo fa abodan for koma ayiba omi adi yene no de rituals yene de menka wo ka abufu aba and you know, almost say, you guys, are you okay? And I'm more bad than from Mufi and Ambesia and I'm take party a friend MPP. Because I wonder why you enjoy doing what you are doing. And you do it and say things with pride. But when it's your turn to take it, you say, no, maybe Debbie. Me go catch a peace cancer, me go catch a Christian cancer, me go catch a Otabel, Cromfono, me go catch a way. Oh, catch a way. Why not catch them? These idiots, why not catch them? And these are some of the reasons why about 70% of Ghanaians pray there will be another 79. Because some of the people, Charlie, say nipa no mo gina street mu wie no simple. Adia will be one no can be chire efo obi ho esre enom champagne gu so. What do say Kwame ene mi kopie ayi bi so Ghana web napo odidi jomama atem jomama say when was our story no jomama dwamfunu no baba be den. Can you imagine? But uko frɛ napo samale na ne buafu kwasi a ukum nipa wo napo jimi sa no ya onam a wano susu no. When you give them the same response, they get angry. Then I ask them, I don't think abuafu free mampon unua santini what kind